controller down. It's time to talk about the gaming industry. My name is TJ Leo.
And I'm Andrew.
And this is episode 64 of Press Pause, a gaming podcast.
Oh, we should have done like a Nintendo 64 theme thing. Damn it.
I might do it in the thumbnail. Like a little,
yeah.
Press Pause 64.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. It doesn't feel like it's been a whole week since we recorded.
It was a fast week.
Yeah, but it's probably because I've been playing the shit out of some stuff, which we will talk about shortly.
For me, I think it's just because we missed a week. So we went from, skipping a week to having 2 weeks in a row again. So I think that might be it too. I'm okay. I'm a little under the weather. I think it's the weather, literally, with it being like 5 degrees Celsius at night.
Yeah, temperature's changing again. 28
during the day. It's like my body hates that shift.
Yeah, actually, it's gotten to the point where I've had to start turning off my air conditioning because it's getting too cold.
I actually like it cold to sleep, so I don't mind it, but my body hates the pressure change, I think is what it is. So I get all like sinusy.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely prefer it cooler rather than warmer because it's easier to warm up than it is to cool down.
You can throw on a jacket. You can't take off your skin.
Nope.
I mean, you can, but...
Well, yeah, I guess you could, technically.
I don't know you would want to. All right, let's get into some housekeeping and some corrections. As always, if you want the audio-only edition of the show, which we no longer really recommend, but you can, you check out YouTube Music. And don't forget to join the Co-op Club Discord community server. We got 3 new members this week. Chatting about stuff that we'll be talking about today. There's a lot of chat about news.
Yeah. There's been some big news.
Some big stuff. Also, not really a correction, but just a clarification. We talked about Devin Pritchard from last week taking over for Doug Bowser at Nintendo last week, and we were like, is that male? Is that female?
Oh, did you not cut that? I told you to cut that.
No, we cut that part where we talked about the picture, but we still referenced.
Oh, okay.
That in the discussion.
Yeah, we had a whole thing, and I was like, wait, I were like after the show, I was like, no, cut that. We're gonna sound fucking stupid.
Yeah, I couldn't cut the whole thing. Because then the whole thing would be gone from that.
Okay.
But yeah, we did mention like if it's there was no clarification at any point, so I just wanted to clarify. We did do research. Devin Pritchard is indeed female.
Yeah, I actually didn't know based on the spelling. If I'd seen it was Devon, I would have been like, oh yeah, that can be a woman's name. I've never heard of a woman named Devin, Devin, but On I've heard of before. So
yeah. So, and if you just heard it,
Trevor's the one who gets the news articles, and usually I sometimes bring them in, but
yeah. And I think the article may have actually spelled the name wrong. So because I feel like if I had saw On, I would have questioned it. But anyway, so there's that. And I also wanted to elaborate on something that I meant to talk about during the Forever Skies impressions last week. I haven't played it since, but one thing I forgot to mention was this game has the best lightning and thunder I've ever played in any video game.
Really?
It is
interesting.
Epic. So my buddy and I were playing it. And you don't get weather until a certain part of the game. Like, it's just because it's kind of teaching you, like, you've played Raft and other games like that. Yeah. It goes easy on you for the first little bit. But they eventually introduce storms. And when there's a storm, you got to land. You got to find a place to land. You do not want to be in the sky when a storm comes a calling, as it were. And luckily, we were just about to land, so it didn't really affect us. But we landed, and I was like, well, it gave us a warning. Like, it gave us, like, storm warning. Like an oh shit, this is not good kind of a thing. So we stayed in the ship for a bit to see what the storm was going to do, and then that first crack of thunder, because the lightning hits in real time. It's not just like the sound effect that happens, or
or something in the skybox in the distance.
Yeah, it's actually in.
Yeah,
like
it's present in the game world. Yep.
Although I've never actually visualized it, I've never actually been able to see it, but you can tell because we have the 5.1 surround sound, so you can tell where it's coming from.
Yeah.
But the first time we heard it, we both fucking got startled. We were both like, "Holy shit!" And even Dante was like,
Is it the kind where it's like when the lightning strikes near your house and it's a very different kind of thunder that sounds like an explosion more than just like a rumble? Yeah.
You get everything. So you get like the crackle, like that instantaneous like crackle from the lightning, and then you get the boom, and it sounds so good.
Yeah.
And you don't just get those ones. You get like thunder in the distance, and because it just depends on how far away from the strike you are. And wow, it's not the best looking lightning I've ever seen. That is reserved for what was Ember Lab's game.
It's a tricky thing to get right because it's something that exists so briefly. Like humans do not have like a good frame of reference for what lightning looks like in 3 dimensions. You see it for a split second. We always see it as a 2-dimensional object, right?
Yep.
It's not like we can just have a bolt of lightning that maintains the same shape that exists long enough that we can rotate around.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And trying to set up like a ring of cameras, like the way they shoot bullet time for the Matrix movies.
Yeah.
Trying to predict where that lightning is going to strike and set up there, it's like impossible.
Exactly.
So it's one of those phenomenon that we're very familiar with, but we don't actually have a really good intimate understanding of what it looks like up close.
No. Yeah, no, it in Kena and the Bridge of Spirits, it looks amazing. It's the best looking thunder, and it really sounds really good too. But the audio for this one is it's a whole other level. It scared the shit out of us. Every time after that lightning struck, we were like, oh yeah, that's so cool. That's awesome. Every time there was a storm, we were like, which is kind of the opposite of what you want, but it's fucking sick. It's awesome.
I love ambient stuff like that. Fallout 4 has some good weather effects when it's the harsher weather. The lighter weather is kind of weak, but when you get like the really severe thunderstorms in that game, it's pretty good.
Yeah, a lot.
And then there are, of course, there are mods for that game that make it even like
cool,
even make it even crazier. Yeah, Stalker 2 actually has lightning strikes as well. They're more of an anomaly thing. Because there are some areas in the game where lightning just strikes. And I'm not talking about the electric anomalies. I'm talking about like literal lightning bolts. You can actually be hit by them.
I still got to go back and play that game now that it's been patched to
It's
Oblivion.
been updated a lot, yeah.
But I have another game that I'm going to be playing shortly.
Yes, I know.
That
I'm mad jealous that you have it because it's not on PC yet.
I planned on starting it yesterday, but I wasn't feeling well, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
I might play it after the show. We'll see how I'm feeling. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's start with what you're playing, sir. Should I put up the picture now, or?
Yeah, go for it. So
it's the sequel.
Yeah, it's the sequel. I got the full version up, right? And the full version lets you like it works with screenshots in Steam for some reason. But this is still a photo from my phone because it was just easier. But I had a selection that I went through. And I sent to Trevor, and it was like, okay, so which one of these should we go with? And immediately he zeroed in on the one that mentions your mom. And I was like, yep, I was thinking of the exact same thing.
It's the perfect follow-up.
Yeah, it's a perfect follow-up to the picture from last week. So it's Deltarune. Last week, I was working on Chapter 2, and I hadn't finished it yet, and I was, at that point, undecided as to whether or not I was going to buy it. And then I finished Chapter 2, and a few things happened, one of which was me going, oh, I get it now. I get why everybody loves this, because Chapter 1 is, it's the way an introduction to most games go. It's trying to introduce you not just to the characters, but to the world, to the particular story that's happening in that world, to all the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, exactly. So it doesn't really have time to focus on any one thing in particular. It's trying to get you up to speed on what you need to do. So the characterization in the first chapter is, as a consequence, a little bit weak, and I wasn't quite feeling it. But then I finished Chapter 2, having, now introduced you to the gameplay mechanics, could go all in on the characterization, and it clicked, and I was like, okay, this is why people love these characters in this game so much. Like, obviously, the stuff I talked about last week about people being way too into it, as, people will get way too into anything, still holds true. But, I understand now. I understand why people love these characters, because they're fun. They're a lot of fun. The game does a really good job, and I always love it when stories manage to do this, is that it can oscillate between really serious and really goofy very, very well. There are some games that are really bad at that, like Disgaea takes a serious turn towards the end of the game. And it's this game that up to this point has been like the goofiest shit imaginable.
I was going to say, it's really weird.
It feels really, really weird when it does that. But this game is able to, probably because it sort of weaves in and out of that a few times, it's able to handle it really, really well. And so I finished chapter 2 and I sat on it for a few days because I was like, okay, well, I'm riding high on this right now. Do I really want to throw in I think it was like $30 Canadian or whatever. And I'm still trying to save for a Switch too. So I was like, do I really want to go in on this when the game isn't fully finished yet? And after a few days, I was like, yeah, I'm still feeling it. So I'm going to pull the trigger on that. And I did.
Nice.
And man, it never gets bad. It's just, it's good the whole way through. And
so you beat the rest of the chapters?
Yeah, so you get chapter 1 and 2 for free. That's basically the game's demo. And then you buy the game, and I've got 3 and 4 because those are the chapters that are out right now. 5, 6, and 7 are still yet to be released. 5 is coming next year.
Wow, that's a big game. Holy shit.
Yeah. And
most of these like episodic releases end at 5, so it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, it's 7 chapters because each chapter is like a day of the week.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, and they're like longer than I expected because I played the first one and it was kind of short, but then the other ones are much longer, and it averages out to about 5 hours per chapter because I've spent about 20 hours on it. So it's definitely longer than Undertale, which makes sense because this game, at least as far as I know, I mean, as far as anybody knows, because it's not finished yet, isn't going to have like the looping mechanic where you reset, start over, but it carries over stuff from your first playthrough into your next one. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. The music is really good. I was having a little bit of difficulty with some of the stuff in chapter 4. It was different enemies have different attacks that they use, and if you've never played Undertale or Deltarune, you basically control a heart, and you've got a little square, usually square, but it can change shape, a field of movement, and you have to dodge bullets. And they're called bullets, but they can be shaped like anything. And different enemies have different arrangements of shots that they fire at you, so different groups of enemies will mix up those patterns. And at some points it gets kind of crazy. Like there's one where instead of a box, it's like you're fighting against like a jack-o'-lantern Frankenstein kind of enemy. And so you navigate through a spooky haunted house in the middle of the battle. And you also have a limited vision radius because it's dark. So you have to navigate through that. And then also the longer you take, the more likely it is to spawn a monster that chases you. And it's just for this one fight. And I was kind of getting tired of that by the end of the fight. Cause like I'm expecting to dodge bullets here. Like I appreciate that the boss has a unique mechanic. That's cool. But there is a certain point at which it kind of decides the game seems to be like, yeah, this is going a little too long. We'll change up the mechanic a little bit. So it's not as, it's not as hectic because the thing keeps getting faster and faster as it chases you down. And then it goes, nope, we're going to change it up. And it's going to run away from you this time, or it's going to be a lot of little ones that move slower, but they still flood in, or, whatever. So it does still, it's designed smartly enough that most of the time when things are starting to drag on a little while or increase to a point where it's like kind of stressful to play, it eases off or changes it up or does something. And I appreciate that. But there is still some stuff. On. Yeah. Well, there is still some stuff that, just because of my vision, I was having difficulty with the game. It would really help if there was like a slowdown option. It's like, hey, if you got bad reflexes or bad vision or whatever, we'll move the bullets at like 50% speed because there was admittedly an optional boss, so it's you expect it to be a little bit harder, but it was getting to a point where I just had to say I can't do this. I got to move on. And I looked up what you get for the fight. It's like a weapon, and since you almost never attack in this game, you try to solve fights non-violently. It was like, well, then what do I care?
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I do wish it was harder to miss some of the scenes in the game. I did have a few instances where I missed something and I didn't realize that I was going to miss it. Like that, there's a part. I'm going to try to not be spoilery because even though it's been out for a few months at this point, it's still
pretty new.
It's still relatively fresh.
Yeah.
There's a point where you're in a church, and you have to investigate a room. And I did that, and then I came back out, and the game was like, "Hey, Susie has an idea." I was like, "Okay, sure, I'll listen to her." And then it advanced me forward through the story, and I was like, "Oh, but there's another room over there I want to explore." I would have liked to have known that this was going to
take me away.
This was going to take me away from that, because it didn't say like, "Hey, Susie's figured out how to move to the next area." It was just Susie's got an idea, and her ideas are usually dumb. So I thought it was just going to be like a funny thing, and no, it didn't even
design flaw.
It didn't even say like, "Hey, I want to do this. Do you think that's a good idea?" Yes, no. It's just you listen to her idea, plot moves forward. And I did look up what is in the other room, and it's nothing like important. It's just like flavor text. But that kind of stuff, I'd like to see it because the flavor text in this game is usually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's a huge gamer pet peeve.
Yeah.
Either the hard outs not being warned about.
Let us know that it's going to be a point of no return, or once it's clear that it is, give us the option to back out. Because there are other points where you can do that. It's like, if where a character will say like, we're not going to be able to get back here, or this is going to be a big fight. Do you want to go now, or like, are you ready? Are you prepared? And they'll give you a yes, no. It's just here that, they didn't do that. And so it was a little bit annoying, but like, it's a nitpick in what is for the most part, a really, really, really good game. I am kind of worried about how future chapters are going to go because like, obviously the game gets harder as it goes, but some of those bullet patterns are insane.
And you're only like halfway through.
Yeah, and I'm only halfway through. And in fact, there are some fights where you can use abilities that will make the heart, or the soul. It's called the soul. It looks like a heart. I kind of use them interchangeably. But there are some fights that will give you the ability to spend resource to make it faster for a few rounds or whatever. So yeah, I do wish it could move a little bit faster. Because some of them, there are times where just because of the way that like the patterns happen to go, there might be nowhere for you to go.
Mm-hmm.
There's a fight.
I played Undertale. I didn't beat it or anything like that, but there was a few bosses or fights that I did in that game where I was like, how am I supposed to know that if I went there that I was going to be screwed? Yeah.
Yeah. And the bullet sizes don't always correspond to their hitbox, which is annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can kind of squeak under them and it's only like the center, and sometimes anywhere on the bullet is
it kind of looks like it was made in paint.
Yeah, like MS Paint. Like it's all
each
very
pixel you can really see and kind of feel where each pixel is, so you can kind of usually detect where the hitbox is.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not always 1-to-1.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the optional boss fight that I was talking to you about that I had to tap out of. There's a thing in there that's basically like a Hammer Brothers section, where they just throw like weapons onto the field, and the pattern is not fixed. It's randomized. I think that there is something in the code that says make sure that the throws are spaced out far enough that there will eventually be some empty space by the time it reaches the field. But it's not like a predictable thing. You just kind of have to hope.
Adjust on the fly.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, I actually had a pretty easy time dodging those attacks compared to the other. It was very hectic, but I managed to pull it off most of the time. But yeah, some of the stuff is harder to read, and I'm not really sure like what could be done about that, because the game is you are a red object on a black background with white bullets. Like, it's not like they could make it any easier to see. It's pretty. So that's why I say
reflexes.
Yeah, that's why I say it's like maybe a thing to give you the option to slow it down or something, because it's hard to track. Like when you get a certain number of shots and my eyes just can't follow them. But for the most part, yeah, really good. Enjoyed a lot. And I'm almost kind of like, a part of me is like wishing that I'd played it sooner. A part of me is glad that I waited for there to, like, because it took years for chapters 3 and 4 to come out. Like, the game originally came out in 2018.
Well, it's made by one guy, right? Or like a team of 3 or something like that?
No. It's there's a team of people for this one. Undertale was a mostly solo effort. There were other people contributing, like art and stuff.
In other words, he made a lot of money on Undertale. Now he can afford to
afford to hire people. Also, apparently, he's got some issues with his wrists, like some strain issues. So
don't we all?
Yeah, well, but the thing is, he's a pianist as well.
That'd do it.
But then practicing like for hours a day to get good. It can wear on your wrists. So apparently he doesn't even directly write the code for Deltarune because it would just be too hard on his wrists.
Makes sense.
But the other part of me though is like, I kind of wish I'd waited until all of this was out to play it, because now I got to wait.
Yeah, I gotta wait. That's why I don't watch television anymore. Is because
you wait till the whole season is out.
The whole series, because the seasons are just, in some cases, years apart. Yeah. It's crazy. Like Stranger Things, between 4 and the next one, it's like 2.5 years. It's like, I'm not going to remember shit from the previous seasons. So, I just stopped watching television. I'm just like, you know what, I'll wait until the series is complete and I know there's an ending, and then I'll watch it. And
that's the other thing, is that if a series gets canceled...
Dude, the last 5 shows I've watched live, like, week to week, were canceled after the first season, and I'm like, fuck this. I
hate that shit.
I watched the Resident Evil series. Which I actually enjoyed. I thought it was pretty good. If you take out the Resident Evil context, and you just go, this is just a television show, and you don't, like, go, like, where's Kennedy, and where's Leo? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, if you don't make that distinction, then the show was good. I watched Jericho, if you remember Jericho.
Yeah.
I don't know, there's a bunch of shows that I just...
Man, the one that gets me was Tuca and Birdie, which was canceled by Netflix, and then Adult Swim picked it up, and then they canceled it.
Well, that's the worst.
It's like,
that's the worst. Yeah, that sucks. Oh, yeah, Star Trek, was it Prodigy? Is that the one? It's the cartoon one.
Lower Decks?
No. It like 3D.
Oh, I don't know then.
It was like a reboot, kind of 3D animation one. I think it was Prodigy. I think it's been picked up, but I can't remember if it was or not. But anyway, that's why I don't watch television anymore, because it's too risky. But good that you're enjoying that. What are you going to do between now and then? Are you going to do Final Fantasy 16 still?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back on that. And then I'll probably finish Cultic, and then because I didn't play that at all since last week, because I
have that installed now, so that's on my list to try at least.
Yeah, so I'll finish Cultic, and then I'll finish Final Fantasy 16, and then I'll probably try to finish Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
Did you see the next day after we recorded last week's episode, they announced a Blood remaster?
Yeah, I did.
I was like, what?
But they already did a Blood remaster.
Yeah, this is a remaster of the remaster. Yeah. just like Ultimate Edition is, or Reloaded is a remaster of Ultimate Edition, which was a remaster of the original Gears of War. It's like, what are we doing, guys?
Yeah, I honestly, I have no fucking idea. Like, the only thing I can think of is, like, maybe their code base was, like, so busted that it was just easier to start from scratch. Because the source code to Blood is not something that's been well preserved, from what I understand.
Modernized.
So, and there were actually a number of, because obviously you can still play Blood in like DOSBox if you want shitty mouse control and stuff. But having to try and reverse engineer the game to get the proper damage values, because different enemies take different types of damage from different weapons.
Yeah.
Like some enemies are more susceptible to fire damage from like the flamethrower and stuff.
It's Pokemon.
Yeah, a little bit. So
Okay.
maybe that's what it is. But other than that, like, I don't know. I really hate that they're charging for it if you already own Fresh
Yeah,
Supply. They are giving a
that's stupid.
discount, but still, it's
That's not enough. No.
yeah, it sucks. I mean, if it's good, I'll still get it. But like, it had better be good. Like, it had
Yeah.
better be
Worth
really,
the
really
cost of
accurate to the
admission.
original game because
Yeah.
there's free options out there. Like you can use Blood GDX or N Blood to do this. So they're competing with free made by fans who are like super super nerdy about this stuff. So it's going to
Yeah.
have to be a better deal than that. But yes,
Much as
Deltarune
that.
good.
Deltarune good.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. All right. So before I get to the first game, yeah, as I kind of teased earlier, I have a new game. Death Stranding 2 has finally arrived. So that will be what I'll be able to give my spoiler-free impressions on next week.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I meant to start it yesterday, but I just wasn't feeling up to it. And
I do not know how I've managed to not be spoiled on that game yet.
yeah, I have seen 2 trailers of it, and that's it. I know nothing else.
Yeah. Well,
which is awesome.
I guess the thing is like, how do you even spoil a Kojima game? Because everything's going to sound made up.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly. There is these skeletons and this armored dude and these zombies game.
Yeah, that sounds like something he might do, or it might be total bullshit. Like, I still don't know.
Yeah, I can't wait. And I'm gonna film it. This is gonna be the first time I've ever done a let's play as I'm playing the game for the first time.
You should put it out as press pause plays.
I was gonna do press and then pause would be crossed
scratched out
play. Yeah. Press play.
There you go.
But or press start.
Yeah, whatever.
But yeah, definitely gonna do that. It's gonna be fun. I bought a capture card and everything just so I could do it. So
yeah,
it's gonna be fun. That was hell to set up, though. Let me tell you.
Yeah,
that was a big pain in the butt.
What kind of capture card did you get?
It's just like a $20 one from Amazon.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's
captures
fine.
In 1080p, 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Yeah. You don't need like a RetroTink 4K. Those things are crazy expensive. I think they're like $400 or something.
Yeah, it's not like a mixer.
Yeah.
Like station or anything like that. It's literally just like it's like this big.
Yeah.
It has 2 HDMIs and a USB and some mic and headset ports, and that's it.
Yeah.
Which I don't even use. I just use the USB and the 2 HDMIs. But yeah, so that'll be next week. But this week, technically this is last week. So last week I had so many things that I played over the 2-week break that I couldn't fit it all in one episode. So this is just a continuation of all the demos and sort of first impressions of games that I've been able to play over the last 2 or 3 weeks. So let's start off with a demo, the last demo that I played, which is, if I can find it, it's in here somewhere. There it is. This one kind of came out of nowhere. It's called Kentum, and it's funny, as you can see.
Huh, I've never heard of this.
So this is, yeah, me either. It was just announced, and there's a demo on PlayStation, so I picked it up and played it. It comes out in November, I think, but it is a side-scrolling Metroidvania / build crafting experience. As you can see, like there's lots of Metroidvania stuff here. But you also have a base that you have to build back at HQ where you.
Yeah, it looked a little Fallout sheltery.
Yeah, I didn't finish the demo because I got to a point where I was like, this is for me.
Yeah, you don't need to see anymore.
The art style is fantastic, and it's super humorous. The you basically, the story is that you're this dude, obviously, and you're on like this space station thing that you see right there, and essentially your job is to stay in cryosleep, and every so often the computer, which has a name, it's like a little TV that talks to you. I can't remember what his name is. You can see him floating around with the character here, but he'll wake you up when you need to do something, and all he needs to do is wake up and press a button, and then he goes back to cryosleep. That's his job. And what ends up happening is that something goes wrong, and he doesn't wake up for like 2,000 years or something like that.
That's
and he
wakes
up. Yeah. and then the ship crashes back on the planet, and you're like, what the hell happened? And the robot is sort of a sarcastic jackass.
Oh, yeah, like, the robot has any right to be sarcastic. It's your fucking fault, asshole. You didn't wake me up.
Yeah, he refers to other parts of the ship as different systems with different names. So like there was a joke in the beginning where like Dave, who is the one responsible for the oxygen system or something like that.
There's a fucking Space Odyssey reference right there.
There you go. So yeah, it's the humor is just on point. It's got voice acting, and yeah, I didn't need to see anymore. I was like, yep, yeah, I want to play this. This is gonna be good. So I hope it ends up as good as the demo showcased, and this trailer makes it look good too. Great art style, great audio. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. So November 6th, coming to everything. So if you're into that kind of a game, where you're side-scrolling, crafting, exploring, a little bit of, I'm assuming combat because there's some hack and slash going on.
Yeah,
but maybe there's not. I don't really know. I didn't have any in the demo, but that's because I didn't play the whole demo.
Maybe it's like a puzzle combat thing. You got to like time dropping a rock on somebody or something like that.
Yeah, super cool. So that's that, and then I also played the new Skate.
Oh yeah,
from EA. This is the free-to-play early access game, and it's been ripped to shreds. People are just shitting all over it.
Yeah.
I think IGN gave the early access version a 4.
Ouch.
Like they're just pooping on it. And as it says here, it's not a sequel, remake, or a remaster. It's a brand new game that kind of starts from scratch, and it doesn't really feel that way to me. I don't know what people are kind of talking about. Maybe it's because I've only played the original Skate and I didn't play the other sequels.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe the sequels really changed things up. Boink.
Yep. It's like Crash mode from Burnout, except it's for your skeleton, your human skeleton.
Yeah, the crashes are actually really funny. They make good sound effects.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. They're squishy.
Yeah, I like it. It's when you fail a trick, you don't get mad. You kind of just giggle.
Yeah,
like that. It's bail. But I had fun with it. I thought it was pretty good. I played around with it for about an hour. Went through the tutorial, which was very helpful and very. Some of these games are so hardcore that they don't really go into enough detail about how to do everything. But this goes into super detail. It holds your hand. It shows you all the things that you need to know, and it feels good to play. My only issue that I had with it was, so for those that have played Skate before, you know that to do the tricks, you can see it on the bottom of the screen there, is that you do the tricks with the directional pad, the directional stick, the right directional stick, and you flick it in certain directions in order to do different tricks. It could be my stick because I have stick drift in my right stick, but I found it not 100% responsive to the flicks. Sometimes I would like get to an edge and do the flick, and he would just like fall off the edge instead of jumping and doing the. Yeah,
that's why. Like until people can figure out how to like get sticks to not wear out. I feel like using that as a mechanism, like I understand the logic behind it, but I feel like it's a bad idea until we can have sticks that don't, break.
What's funny is that this is the first generation in my entire life where I've had stick drift. And all of a sudden, all of my controllers are doing it. It's really strange. Never had a problem.
Until, they're getting built by the lowest bidder, I assume.
Yeah. Trying to save as much money as they can.
Yeah.
So. Whoa, that was a cool trick. But yeah, I don't know. And I didn't experience any free-to-play bullshit or anything like that. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know what people are shitting on. I'll have to do some looking into it, but I didn't actually watch this review that's playing right now, so maybe it elaborates. Explain. Yeah, but I enjoyed it. So take that as you will. Maybe it's just because I'm not a hardcore Tony Hawk's Pro Skaters Skate series kind of.
Yeah, I only played, I think, like a demo of the first Skate game, and I was like, this is okay. But
I enjoyed the first one. The skateboard games kind of became a fad.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, okay, I've had enough of this. I don't need to play it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So they're complaining about some connection issues. I didn't have a single one. So
I wonder if the game has an always online connection.
It does.
Oh, well, then fuck that.
It's a free to play online game. So, and you're skating around the park and there's other people there.
Login time estimated. Oh my God. It was like,
I did not have that issue either. My assumption is that this review was done like day one.
Probably.
Or something. Because like I had no issues. So maybe that's why people were shitting on it. And then they didn't come back to it when they ironed all that shit out. But
maybe.
I had no issues, no bugs. So I don't know. Definitely didn't have that issue either. So I don't know. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So I recommend people give it another shot. It's getting schmammered out there, but I don't. It doesn't feel deserved yet. All right, next one. I finally got around to playing Banishers: Ghosts of New Eden. This was a third-person action-adventure mystery game where you play as technically two people. This husband and wife couple who are banishers in, I think, the year 1653, something like that, long time ago. And it's sort of an alternative history where they're basically Ghostbusters for all intents and purposes. They're kind of required to, if you ever played Final Fantasy X, then you know what the summoners were used for.
Okay,
to send the dead, basically.
Yeah.
And that's basically what banishers are. They're there to they're basically there to either talk them into being sent to where they're supposed to be going.
Oh, this is like Bleach. You're not going to understand that. It's an anime series.
No,
but
I've heard of Bleach, but
that's basically what Bleach is. You try to get these people to pass on peacefully.
And if they don't,
you got to fight them and exercise them.
You don't even fight them in this game. You send them away forcefully, but it's a decision that you make, basically. Because you have to, all the ghosts that you encounter have some sort of unfinished business, and so you have to figure out what that unfinished business is, and then talk to the people involved that are still alive, and then talk to...
I was about to say there's a lot of games where you have to, like, squeeze your way through things, and immediately they went into a montage of that.
The loading screen.
Yeah, there's got to be a better way to do that, guys.
Yeah, it was fine for a while, especially now that we have SSDs. It's like, there shouldn't be a reason to have those anymore. Let's be real.
Like,
but
surely
whatever.
You could use like ladders or something instead of always having to squeeze through this.
A crevice. Yeah. Agreed. But yeah. So there's different paths you can take and different decisions you can make. And as you can see, it's not really a spoiler. The whole trailer is basically based around it. But initially, you play as her, Tia, I think is how you say her name, and Red, who is the guy, your husband, follows you around. And then at some point in the story, it switches you. So now you're playing as Red, who is trying to find his wife. His wife is just vanished. And you find her, but she gets killed by basically a banshee, for all intents and purposes.
Oh, is this like a Shadow of Mordor, where you're like a person and a ghost? Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, she gets killed. And you are spared somehow, and I don't know how. That's not really explained, but I haven't played enough of it.
Yeah.
And you eventually find her as a ghost, and she is completely cognizant of the fact that she's a ghost, and she's like, "No, I'm staying until we deal with the problem."
Yeah.
But there is a way to bring her back from the dead, but you have to banish a certain amount of other ghosts to do that. So you have this sort of moral dilemma all the time where you're like, this person did some bad shit and I think they should be banished. But, on the other hand, their real life counterpart forgives them and wants them to ascend to the afterlife. Meanwhile, you want to save your wife. And so there's this entire actual gameplay system that affects the story with all that stuff. And then obviously in between all the mystery and investigating and all that kind of stuff, there's some action combat where you're fighting ghosts. And that part's a little bit more simple. This is kind of one of those AA games from back in the day.
Yeah.
Where it's definitely not like a AAA budget, and it's kind of just like an experience type game. Yeah. But I'm enjoying it. I think it's really good. It's got some really good acting. It's got some really dark stories. Like the first ghost story, it's not really.
Well, I know what you mean.
But yeah, like shit.
The story of the first ghost you encounter.
Yeah, the story of the first ghost that you actually have to make a decision on is pretty fucking dark. Like it involves like cannibalism and.
I killed a mountain of babies, but only to save an ocean of babies.
Oh, he a bad man.
Okay.
he a bad man. But he did it out of desperation. So there is some level of like understanding of what happened and why he did what he did, and he's punishing himself in a way. So it's dark. It's definitely not a happy game by any stretch of the imagination. It's got good acting, pretty good visuals. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't know whether I'm going to get back to it or not because there's just so much to fucking play, and I gotta prioritize what I play. But I haven't uninstalled it, so it's there, and we'll see if I get back to it. But I recommend it if you like that kind of a vibe. And
sounds neat.
Yeah, it's very cool. All right, 2 left. Next up, I finally got to Frostpunk 2.
Finally.
And a little disappointed.
Yeah.
Not super thrilled about it. It is 5 times more complicated than the first game, which is kind of understandable, because you're going from creating a town from nothing to basically the premise of the game is it takes place 10 years, 20 years after the end of the first game. So the city has already been established and it's growing even further. And the character that you played in the first game has died. And so you're playing the newly elected...
The successor,
basically, yeah. But because that guy or that person has died, the city is kind of divided about what to do next.
Yeah, and who to follow and what,
Not necessarily who to follow, but what their beliefs are. So the city ends up dividing into districts, and they form a city council that is made up of the various districts and various beliefs of people. So there's people that believe in exactly what the previous leader believed in, and they won't stray from that. There's people that believe that corners should be cut in order to survive. There's people that don't want to do that at all, and then there's a bunch of like very specific in-betweens, right? And so in the first game, you made all the decisions. You were the captain, you were the king, you made all of the decisions, and they had consequences, right? In this game, you have to propose those decisions as laws to the city council, who then vote.
You've got to it's like a whole political thing.
Yeah, so now you have to do some like schmozzing.
Yeah.
So if you're putting in a law that this district doesn't like, then you kind of gotta like promise them, okay, if you vote for this now, I'll do something for you later, and we'll get to that. But there's usually a time frame on that,
right?
So it's like in the next couple of years, we'll do that for you, okay?
Yeah, they want a return on their investment.
Exactly, and so there's this constant battle of
balancing it all out,
and not pissing off to an nth degree this one district who
because you don't want to cut anybody off completely, because these are still your people. So you're trying to save as many people as you can, but also you're trying to make their lives worth living. But it's like that's a difficult thing to do when every day is a struggle to survive.
Yeah.
So I can see the intrigue there.
Yeah, very cool. But I like that part a lot. I think that's very cool. But the actual building of the city is weird. So in the first game, because the scope is different, right? So in the scope of the first game, it's just a city builder. That's literally what it is. You're building houses, you're building doctor's offices. Like a
city manager, it sounds like.
And this is more of a city manager. So you're building entire districts of the city. So there's like a residential district. This is an industrial district. This is an extraction district, so on and so forth. And so you don't really feel like you have as much control, which I think is the point, because it's supposed to be this dire, desperate, you don't have control kind of feeling to the game. But that's not
really what appealed to you.
Yeah, I can see the appeal of that for some people. But for me, the appeal of the first game was making the hard decisions, following through on those decisions, and making it through the winter. That was the whole goal.
You know what this is like for me, and I assume for a lot of people? This is like in Spore, where you go from like evolving your species and controlling one to you go to like the village state or the like whatever state of society where it's their evolution is kind of locked in, and now it's like a city builder. And I was like, but I liked being the creature that I ate things and then got points and could buy new parts.
Right. Yeah, it's tough.
That's where I lost interest in Spore.
Yeah. This also gets way deeper and way more complicated to the point where not quite civilization level, but like enough to the point where I can't play this and something else. If I'm going to play this, I have to play this and only this. Otherwise, I'm not going to have any freaking clue what I'm doing half the time.
Yeah.
Like you can see the voting stuff in here is crazy, and balancing all of the the political districts in it. It's so big. Whereas it felt more intimate in the first game, which I think is probably why they're remaking the first game already, is because they realize how perfect it was.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the natural evolution of Frostpunk 1, but it's not necessarily what I want. It could almost be another game entirely, is kind of what I'm saying, you know? So
yeah, I mean, you can't really make a sequel to this kind of game and just have it be the same thing. But also, when you change it this much, people are gonna drop off because they liked what the first one was so much.
So I think I might come back to it at some point, but I need it to be the only game I'm playing.
Yeah,
because it's just too deep for me to understand. There's so much to learn. But it is cool, and it is very pretty, but it's just not what I'm looking for right at this particular moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is 11-bit, and they've always got a really slick look to their games. There's always a very specific, very deliberate choice in their art style, and, fucking mark off the bingo card, here we go, talking about this War of Mine again, but that game has a really strong pencil sketch aesthetic, and they carry that through everywhere.
Yeah.
So their games always look good, even if it's not like, oh my god, super $100 million realistic graphics. It's like, no, the art always style. Looks
like
really,
look at that.
Really good. Yeah,
that was the map. That's crazy.
And it looks like a snowdrift because it's a giant snow. It's like a tundra.
And I didn't even elaborate on the fact that in this game you can have multiple cities.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can send out patrols to go look for a better habitable place, and they can start like an entirely separate city there, which I did, and I was like, oh, this game is way bigger than I thought it was.
So you're practically starting a small nation at this point.
Yeah. So like I'm like, and my brain was in my brain I was like, is there going to be a city council in this one too?
Yeah,
like,
is it just one big cities thing? Have more like of one faction?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I didn't play it long enough to know, but I kind of stopped almost after that point because I was just like, wow, okay, this is much bigger and more daunting than I thought. So I'll get back to it. I hope one day, but man, huge game, very interesting, but I can't do it right now. All right, and finally, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor is out of early access. It's now in version 1.0. It's on Game Pass, so I played it. This is footage from Deep Rock Galactic, not Deep Rock Galactic Survivor. They should, so there we go. That's Survivor. So
it's like a top-down.
It's Vampire Survivors.
Oh, yeah, it's a twin-stick shooter.
Yeah. No. Have you ever played Vampire Survivors?
I have not.
Oh, okay. So basically, the way this genre works is that you control the character, and that's it. You don't fire at anybody. All the firing is automatic. And so all the shooting is automatic. So it'll be easier when you see some footage here of him actually shooting. Okay, so here, I'll just pause it there. So when you basically each session is a set amount of levels, essentially. It's a roguelite. Yeah. So you go in and you get dumped off here, and you have a meter at the top here. You can see it at the top. And it's basically a timeline. And as the timeline goes up, it hits these special event markers, and certain things happen. So at this one here, they'll send in a supply drop, and if you can clear out the area around the supply drop, they'll drop in a supply pod basically in and give you a boost. This one is like a swarm, so you'll get attacked by bugs like crazy for 20 seconds, something like that. And then at the end is a boss, basically, that you need to kill in order to move on to the next level, the next floor. And then as you can see at the bottom here, you start with one weapon, and as you kill bugs and do objectives, you level up, and each time you level up, so at level 5 another weapon unlocks, at level 15 another level, so on and so forth, right? And then each time you level up one level, you get a selection of 3 buffs. So it might buff the fire rate of your gun, it might boost your reload speed, it might boost your damage, it might boost your pickup radius for how wide your radius is to pick up XP bits. Your mining speed, so you can, as you can see, you can actually mine through the stone to make your way through the level. But the weapons are all different, and they fire differently. So this chain gun he's got here only fires forward. So whatever direction you're looking in, if there's an enemy there, it will shoot automatically towards that enemy. But if the enemies are behind you, it's not going to shoot. It's specifically for that direction. And then this one, you can see, only shoots behind you. You have to be running away from your enemy in order for it to shoot. Some of them shoot in like all 4 directions. Some of them shoot in 360 degree. Doesn't matter which direction. Some of them have like a pattern where they'll like spin.
Yeah.
Around. And so basically all you do is just move the stick and move your character. That's all the game is all about positioning and selecting upgrades and weapons that synergize with each other so that you become just this unstoppable beast mode craziness, which hopefully they'll show here at some point when you have all 4 weapons and you're like maxed out.
I did see there was like a rotating flamethrower thing.
Yep, that's one of them. So yeah, you kind of have to move based on how it's positioning, because you don't control how it moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's like grenades. They'll just toss out to the closest enemy, that kind of stuff. So those little bits are the XP.
Yeah, I see.
So you see like the radius is how close you get to him. See, now you go, let's see if it shows a level up at some point. But there, he's got 4 weapons. So you can see certain bullets shooting off in certain directions. There's like, I think there's like 80 weapons in the game, something like that. So there's a lot. And then there's 4 classes as well. So some of them will drop turrets. Some of them throw grenades. Some of them are like machine guns. Some of them are sniper rifles. Like it runs the gambit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's all about there you go. So you'll get, every time you level up, you get to pick from 3 randomly generated
buffs for your whatever. Yeah.
So you got move speed, you got reload speed, you got critical chance. But the key to the game is to level up your guns individually. So sometimes those buffs will be specific for one of your specific guns.
Mm-hmm.
And every so many levels that your gun levels up, you'll get like a super buff to pick from. You'll get 2 buffs that pop up on the screen, and they're both like super buffs. So it might be like, so the one that fires in the north, south, east, and west, one of the options might be, okay, now it's like 8 degrees of shooting. Okay. So now instead of 4 degrees of shooting, it's shooting in 8 directions. Or it might be, now it's adding cold damage to the bullets.
Right.
So now all those bullets do freezing damage or fire damage or electric damage or acid damage. So there's so many levels to that. And then obviously you have to survive. You have health. Yeah. If you die, that's it. Your run's over. And then there's all kinds of different difficulty levels that you scale up through, and you level up. You have gear that you have to equip that gives you buffs right from the start. You upgrade stats like as if you were leveling up by... Oh, look at that. There's your 3 weapons there that he got. So there's like all of these meta levels of leveling up and doing better. But obviously the weapons and weapon leveling up is all for each run specifically. All that resets when you start a new run. And then there's 5 different levels. There's multiple different mission types. There's different minerals that you can pick up. You can see in them. There you go. See the red stuff there. Mm-hmm. So certain gems you can use to do the upgrades. It's a lot. And it's really, 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 really fun if you like the Vampire Survivor genre. It's not a game that you're going to play for like 8 hours straight, I don't think.
I mean, it sounds like the kind of game I could play for 8 hours straight, but...
You could. And for me, when I played Vampire Survivors, I got hooked on it, and I would play it for hours on end.
That's one of the reasons I haven't played Vampire Survivors, because I look at it and I go, yeah, I could get really lost in that kind of thing, and not in the good way.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good game. The thing that bothers me about these games now is that your eyes kind of go buggy after a while, because your character's always in the center of the screen. Mm-hmm. So
you get weird tunnel vision.
Yeah, you get weird tunnel vision after a while, and I can definitely see it giving people motion sickness and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and then after you beat the boss on each level, there's a timer that happens, and you have to get back to the drop pod before it leaves. Because if it leaves, you're done. Yeah, you've been left behind. Yeah, there's that flamethrower that spins.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like some of the upgrades for that flamethrower will be like it'll add a 3rd beam. So now there's 3 beams instead of 2. The turrets, sometimes you can add more turrets that you can put down at one time. There's your upgrade system right there. Yeah, it's a deep game for how simple the gameplay is. I'm enjoying it, though. I'm really enjoying it. It does get really hard. It really gets to like bullet hell territory. So far in this video, you haven't really seen anything like super difficult, but the swarms get real fucking huge.
I believe it.
Real fucking huge. And yeah, my only real disappointment with the game is that it's only single player.
Huh. That's weird.
I think that's especially weird given Deep Rock Galactic is a focus on multiplayer.
Yeah, like this would be the kind of thing that would be like really good in multiplayer because of different classes. I mean, that would be
Vampire
like playing...
Survivors is co-op, so...
It'd be like playing Diablo 3 without multiplayer. Like, you can do it, and that's fine, but to not even have the choice is...
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, very strange.
It is version 1.0, so maybe they just wanted to get
maybe
single player done and over with.
It's a future feature.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. But this is what they wanted to have as the final product, so it could be added. But yeah, I'm enjoying my time with it. I think it's really good. So if you're a Vampire Survivors and if you like Deep Rock Galactic, I mean, this is like a match made in heaven. I guess my only other complaint is the audio. All of the audio and voice lines from the dwarves, which are really funny, by the way, are straight ripped from Deep Rock Galactic.
There's no new
dialogue. It's all the same, which I'm like, that's a missed opportunity.
Yeah,
why would you do that? Especially for those that have played Deep Rock Galactic for 80 hours. It's like, we've heard all of this before. I've already gotten to the point where I've muted the voices because I'm just like, I've heard them so often. I don't need to hear them again. They are funny, though. They're just not funny the 7,000th time you've heard them.
Right.
You know, they're all like Scottish accents and they say
as dwarves
really
always
funny
are.
shit. Yeah. Yeah. You son of a bitch. So good.
Oh, that's
you ugly son of a bitch.
That's a line from Predator. Dylan,
there you go.
Son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
What's the matter, Dylan? CIA got you pushing too many pencils? Don't get me going on Predator. I could recite that whole movie. I've seen the movie
and we don't want to
get
demonetized for copyright.
Yeah, I don't think my Arnold impression is that good.
Okay, all right. So that's it. So yeah, I recommend it. But yeah,
it sounds cool.
Yeah, it's very fun. Very, very fun. Great music too, which also is straight ripped from Deep Rock Galactic, which is also disappointing.
That makes more sense.
Yeah, but I was like, the music was so good, I kind of wanted more of that style of music.
Yeah.
You know. All right, where are we? Oh yeah, the Metacritic Check-In. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum.
New theme song every week.
Sure. Right. First up is Clover Pit.
I do appreciate that you're committing to the bit.
Hey,
I always say commit to the bit.
You threw that to me, and now I've caught it.
Yep.
Now I got it. Now I got to do it. So yeah, first up is Clover Pit. So this is a game that I wouldn't normally put in the Metacritic Check-In, but it was kind of referred to me by Sim31 and some others in the Discord chat because I guess it's Balatro with a slot machine instead of cards.
Oh, okay. And
that's exactly what it is. So if you like Balatro, but you like slot machines more than cards, go play that. It's not my kind of thing. I prefer skill over luck. And
well, I mean,
cards.
whenever it's a gambling type of game, there's always going to be a certain amount of both.
Yeah, for sure.
But definitely slot machines are more luck.
Yeah, it's almost like 100% luck. You can stack the deck as much in your favor as you possibly can, but for the most part, it's just like pull the thing and hope for the best.
Unless it's one of those games that lets you time when it stops.
No, you just pull it.
Some games let you do that.
Yeah, whereas with poker, it's like, okay, like I can make decisions with the cards to increase my... Yeah, exactly. But it's got an 80 with early critic reviews.
That's good.
So there you go. Next up is Hotel Barcelona, which is Suda51's new game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's doing weird. So
yeah, for a Suda51 game, really? I'm shocked. It's weird.
For critics, 56.
Yeah.
For users, 83.
Of course.
So I don't know what to say to that.
That's how it usually goes.
Yeah, I don't really know. I know nothing about this game at all. Yeah, but I thought I would admit.
Mm-hmm.
Digimon Story Time Stranger.
I've been hearing good things.
78 from critics.
Okay.
Nothing from users yet, but I guess they're saying it's the best RPG for the Digimon franchise.
Mm-hmm.
That's been out. So again, not for me. I'm not a JRPG guy anymore. But if you like Digimon and you like RPGs, this sounds like it's the one to get. And finally, Ghost of Yotei. Got some updates here on reviews. So critically, sitting at an 86. So a little bit higher than initial reports. An 82 from users. A little bit lower than what I would expect from users.
I mean, they're only a few points apart, so it's not that big a discrepancy.
No. Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing that at some point. Don't know when.
It's when something is a 56 and an 83, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Unless, of course, it's a Suda51 game, in which case it makes perfect sense.
All right, and that's the Metacritic Check-In.
Sounds like the tape player ran out of battery right at the end there.
That's what I was going for. All right, let's get into the news. Starting with...
Well, what are we starting with today?
Yeah, there's two big ones.
Yeah, there is.
So we'll start with... Come on. There you go. EA has gone private.
Yep.
In a $55 billion deal with PIF, Silver Lake, and Affinity Partners. And Andrew Wilson will remain as CEO. But for those of you who don't know what PIF is, it's Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
Buying up another company.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, a really big one.
I wonder if they're going to start dismembering game journalists. What? Huh?
What?
What?
Yeah.
That was actually a more tasteless joke than I thought it was in my head. I apologize.
I mean, you know, we don't get political on here, but
yeah, I did, but I didn't think that one through before I said it. It just kind of came out.
You know what? It's not unfair to say. So
no, it's not. So
right.
I guess I'm going to continue not buying stuff from EA.
Yeah, the only games I have bought from EA in the last 20 years would be the Star Wars Jedi games.
Yeah, don't you love it when it's like, oh, we're going to boycott this company? I was like, what do you mean we're going to?
Yeah.
That's the easiest shit in the world for me. I haven't bought anything from them for years. I'm trying to remember what the last thing I got from them was. I think it might have been the Lord of the Rings movie games. No.
Oh, wow.
No, I scratched that. It was, I did actually buy something from them within the last few years. It was the Command & Conquer remaster.
Oh, interesting. I guess I bought Unravel. I don't know what else. Yeah. Anyway, under the terms of the agreement, the group will acquire 100% of EA, with Saudi's investment fund rolling over its existing 9.9% stake in the company. EA stockholders will receive $210 per share in cash. Wow. Damn. That's a lot more than Ubisoft's getting.
Oh, do we have the Ubisoft news in the docket this week? Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Get the bingo card out. Yeah. The per share purchase price represents a 25% premium to EA's unaffected share price of $168.32 at market close on September 25th, 2025, and a premium to EA's unaffected all-time high of $179.01 at market close on August 14th, 2025. So they're paying out pretty good. But we'll be very interested in seeing where this goes because... So obviously a lot of people are angry because it's just another gross thing put on top of EA. Mm-hmm. That being said, though, a lot of people are like, here we go. They're going to double down on microtransactions and money grubbing and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, let's think about the things that Saudi has done from a business standpoint in gaming. Embracer Group, right? Which obviously itself hasn't gone well. But if you look at the games they've made, not bad. We don't have anything that's egregiously disgusting and gross. I
mean, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia is a huge gamer, which is why they're doing this. So maybe he fucking hates microtransactions too.
There you go. So
as much as he hates journalists.
Yeah. So the fear of EA becoming worse than it already is doesn't really follow through from me personally.
I think it'll continue to be awful, but just in different ways than before.
If anything, I think I might see some old EA IP resurface because, again, this guy's a gamer, so he might look at that friggin' back catalog that EA's got and being like, why the fuck aren't you doing anything with that?
Yeah.
Here's $1 billion, go make it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know.
Maybe Dungeon Keeper will finally come back in a good form.
Yeah.
But
who knows? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sitting here saying that this is a good thing by any stretch of the imagination, like Saudi buying up all these companies and getting involved. And we talk about Saudi all the time over on Wrestling Renaissance because
they're also
TKO goes up. Yeah, they go over there all the fucking time. Mm-hmm. And WrestleMania next year is in Saudi. So, we talk about that. So I'm not.
And they just had this big,
they do shit all the time, man. Yeah. Saudi's just like, come to Saudi Arabia. Mm-hmm. They just throw money everywhere.
We got that oil money.
Yeah. So I'm still against all this crap of Saudi buying up all these companies and these companies just being like, yeah, sure, I'll take the blood money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also not really afraid of what it's going to do to the games because they haven't shown any propensity to ruin anything yet. So, I'm kind of half and half. If anything, they might do some good shit. Like if it wasn't for the Saudi government, I might not be getting Darksiders 4, which they recently announced. Because
that's a sobering thought.
Well, you know what I mean? Like there's a bunch of stuff that they're doing that we probably wouldn't get without them. So I'm a little halvesies on this, but it also doesn't surprise me whatsoever that of all the companies that could sell to Saudi.
Yeah.
It does surprise me a little bit that Andrew Wilson is remaining a CEO, though.
Yeah,
I'm a little surprised at that.
That's usually one of the first things to go is the CEO.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. EA's not really in a great position.
No,
right now their football game kind of failed miserably, and
now when you say their football game, do you mean the football we're looking at, or
soccer? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because they
also
the
make
license.
the Madden games, so that could be two things you're talking about there.
Yeah, no, definitely talking about FC because they lost the FIFA license, and that seems to have.
That was
really
weird how that guy's jersey was censored.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Is that like in rap videos where they don't want to show brands for some reason?
It could be,
but it's like it's a team that's in the game. So
no, this could be IGN blurring it. Maybe they don't want to be associated with whatever that brand is. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll see where it goes.
I read that they're apparently tripling down on the AI shit following this purchase.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
No, that doesn't surprise me at all, but it still pisses me off.
Oh, yeah,
on top of all the other stuff.
They've said this doesn't affect any of the in-development games, which includes Mass Effect, Star Wars Jedi 3, and Iron Man.
That. I mean, if here's what I think about that is that if it's not going to affect any of the in-development games, then why did you need to sell, guys? If everything was going fine, why'd you need to sell?
My only thought was they were tired of dealing with shareholders.
Maybe.
And now they only have the king that they have to.
Yeah, now they only have one shareholder.
Yeah, we'll see where it goes. All right. And obviously the bigger gaming news this week is all about Xbox and its changes that it's making.
The one thing that I've seen going around is Xbox 360 per year.
Yeah. So this was a big topic of discussion in the Discord channel.
Yep.
And I somehow found myself in the minority on this one. Everyone in there, I don't want to say everyone in there, but the discussion basically was this is no longer worth the money and it's overcharging out the ass and it's not worth it. It's just a greedy bunch of bullshit and et cetera, so on and so forth.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, nobody likes price increases, especially when it's like you're basically buying a full game console every year. But on the other hand, like that is a huge library.
And that was my counterpoint. I was like, and it's not like they're raising the price without adding something. They have said, or they have added the Ubisoft Classics 2 library.
Mm-hmm.
And they have committed to 75 day one games this year. Yeah, which I assume will be a pretty big thing moving forward. Which was already kind of a thing, the day one on Game Pass thing. But I guess they're doubling down on it because maybe they've realized that that's what a lot of people are buying Game Pass for, subscribing to Game Pass for. It is what I do. It is what I subscribe to it for. Instead of paying $60 for a game that I might like or might hate, I can pay $25 or in this case $33.
I can honestly see both sides of this because it is like it's hard to look at that price just keep going up, and
it does suck. I agree.
Yeah, but on the other hand, like it's
a great deal though. Still,
it's still a good deal, and it's honestly like it shocked me how little they were offering it for initially when Game Pass was first a thing. It was like you guys are basically just giving this shit away.
We were talking about that too, and I was comparing it to restaurants.
Yeah,
where when a new restaurant opens up, they're really cheap.
Yeah,
and it's to get people engaged, and it's to get people in. It's like, hey, if you've been to this place, the food's great and it's super cheap. And then they slowly rise the prices up.
Raise the prices, yeah.
And the people that really like it will stay.
They'll keep going, yeah. Yeah, so I looked at this and I saw, yeah. I mean, again, I can't believe
haves and halves.
Yeah, I can't believe
situation.
I'm not all against it, but like they're giving you like there's hundreds of games available on Game Pass.
I think it's over 400 now.
And obviously, if you don't play a lot of games, if you only play like one new game a month or something, it's obviously a waste of your money. But in that case, it always was.
Exactly. You know? And that was my point in the chat as well. It was like, this is not for someone who plays Call of Duty
and just Call of Duty, yeah,
Madden every year. This is for people who want to play as many games as they possibly can, but don't have the funds to buy every single game that they're interested in, which is me.
I mean, honestly, even if you only play one game a month, if it's like one full price game a month, you're still absolutely
getting a deal.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they release like 5 games a week almost. It feels like sometimes. Some more than others and some less than others. It varies, but like on the whole, it's consistent. Like if I waited a week and went back and checked the list, there's going to be a new game on there.
Yeah, and I'm always surprised how much stuff that they're willing to put out there day one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm this news really doesn't surprise me, and it doesn't. Well, I mean, it doesn't piss me off because I don't have Game Pass. But like, if I did, I'd be like, well, that's kind of annoying because I'm now paying more money. But I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm getting ripped off. I'm just, the deal is it's still good enough that I would probably keep paying for it.
Yeah, it's going up like $8 for me, which it's still worth it to me.
Yeah.
So I don't begrudge the people that look at it and say that's ridiculous. You're paying, $35 a month to rent games, basically. And I'm like, well, that's actually a really good deal because you can't rent games anymore.
Yeah, if you play like 10 games a month, which you can do with this, that's an incredible deal. Like it's just it's so much.
Yeah.
But yeah, for people who don't like play that many new games, or I can understand them being like it's not worth it anymore.
But your point at the beginning was kind of
it's not really it's never been for them.
It's never been so like why would they have subscribed at all already if it wasn't for them? Why would they be mad if the price is going up if they weren't subscribed to it anyway? You know what I'm saying? It just feels a little outrage culture-y online where I'm just like, are these people really mad or are they just piling on the shit?
Yeah, I mean,
because it's Microsoft,
Yeah.
It's tough.
Yeah. I understand the upset about increasing the price, but I don't think I don't think the amount of outrage on it is quite justified. It's more of like, here comes the prices of stuff going up again.
Yeah. And they've also redone all 3 tiers as well. Yeah. So all 3 tiers are now PC, console, and cloud. Whereas before it was like, I think the low package was just Xbox and a very few select games. Whereas now it's like 50 plus games on PC, console, and cloud. Premium is now 200 games on PC, console, and cloud. Whereas before it was like 100 games on Xbox only. And then there was PC Game Pass, which was its own thing, which is gone now. You have to pick either Essential, Premium, or Ultimate. And then Ultimate's 400 plus games, PC, console, cloud.
Yeah.
75 games on day one. Ubisoft Classics, EA Play, something for Fortnite, which I don't care about, but that might be a selling point for some people. Yeah. So,
it sucks that it's going up, but it's not like the end of the world. It's still a good deal.
I'm sure there is a point in my brain that I would get to and go, no, I'm not.
Yeah.
But we're not there yet. But we're not at that point yet, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of other news surrounding this. Starting with so they added 45 new games to Game Pass when they did this reveal and this news reveal. So they've added the following games to Game Pass, which are already up. You can go play them now. Hogwarts Legacy. That's a big one. That's crazy.
That's not a selling point for me.
No, it's a great game, though. It's amazing. More people should play it. It's really good. Even if you're not a Harry Potter fan, and I'm not a Harry Potter fan, I loved it. Assassin's Creed 2, Assassin's Creed 3 Remastered, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag and DLC, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Chronicles 1, 2, and 3, Assassin's Creed Liberation HD, Assassin's Creed Revelations, Assassin's Creed Rogue Remastered, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed the Ezio Collection, and Assassin's Creed Unity.
There are a lot of Assassin's Creed games.
Good lord, there are. Child of Light, Far Cry 3, Far Cry Blood Dragon, Far Cry Primal, Hungry Shark World, whatever the fuck that is, Monopoly Madness, Monopoly 2024, Oddballers, Prince of Persia The Lost Crown, one of the best Metroidvania games of all time, Rabbids Invasion, Rabbids Party of Legends, Rayman Legends, Risk Urban Assault, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game, Skull and Bones, South Park The Stick of Truth, Starlink, Battle for Atlas, which is a hilarious name in hindsight, Steep, The Crew 2, The Settlers New Allies, Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Rainbow Six Extraction, The Division, Trackmania Turbo, Transference, Trials Fusion, Trials of the Blood Dragon, Trials Rising, Uno, Valiant Hearts, Watch Dogs, Wheel of Fortune, and Zombie.
Transference, that's a cool game.
Yeah, that's a great game. Yeah, very, very cool horror puzzle game.
Mm-hmm.
I think, what was his name was behind that one? The Lord of the Rings guy.
Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he's involved in some studio that published that.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Or some publisher that published it. Yeah, he's also a huge gamer, so.
Yes, he is. And there, as I said, there's been a lot of outrage culture about the price increase, including GameStop getting in on the action. GameStop has gone on record as saying it will continue to sell its Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for the original price for the next month. So they're not raising the price at the same time as
interesting.
Xbox is. Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I assume it's like the 1 year subscription cards or something.
1 month.
1 month subscription. Okay.
Well, it shows on there. I think they stopped selling the 1 year a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
So you have to buy monthly. But which is weird because like wouldn't that be annoying to have to buy a card every month if you were going to pay for it that way? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, if you really want to get into like micromanaging your money, when you start to factor in the cost of like gas to drive to a GameStop, it might come out to the same anyway.
Right. Yeah. It's true. Yeah, a whole
good
bunch
excuse
of other...
to walk to your local GameStop, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's an excuse to get people in their store.
Yeah.
You know, interesting though. Yeah, so the price went up $10 in the States as opposed to $8 in Canada for whatever reason.
Oh, so they're getting like double screwed.
Yeah, it went up from $19.99 to $29.99 in the States.
Weird that they would give us a break on that. Usually we get screwed.
Yeah. It still went up, just
but it didn't go up the same or even as much.
Yeah. Weird. So there's that, and then Microsoft is also reportedly testing a free Xbox cloud gaming supported by ads with monthly play limits. So you can basically play cloud gaming for free as long as you watch a 2-minute ad before you play your game.
That's actually not too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible. That's kind of cool.
It kind of
doesn't require a Game Pass subscription either.
It kind of makes me wonder if they're going to have like ad breaks in the middle of a game, though. Like they'll pause your game and then show you an ad.
Probably.
Or something. Yeah.
Or maybe at a loading screen or something like that. They'll like find a way to do that. And this will be for PC, Xbox, handheld, and web-based devices. So
yeah, but I also don't do the cloud gaming stuff anyway.
No, either do I. I dick with it every so often just to see how far it's come.
I will say the quality on some of that streaming is actually quite impressive. Like the fact that they've been able to maintain that quality for what is having to be streamed as quickly as possible. But it can still kind of fuck with like really tiny text and stuff.
Yeah, and it's also bad for Twitch games, like where you need to be fast. Like I would never play Call of Duty or racing games, fighting games, that kind of stuff.
It's nuts to me that that's there. Like something like a turn-based RPG. It's like like a even if it's like and the latency on them is usually not too bad if you've got a good connection. It is still there.
I did play some racing games and they worked almost perfectly. Like I didn't have any issues really. There is some like artifacting that goes on still.
Yeah, that happens.
But it doesn't like there's no lag. Like there's no like stuttering, you know.
Right. Whereas
when I first played cloud gaming, I was like,
yeah, at first it was really bad, which is probably why it didn't take off right away.
Remember OnLive?
Yeah. I mean, OnLive is so long ago that like the actual physical infrastructure to deliver that that kind of video quality that fast just didn't exist. Like part of the reason why that's possible is because there's so many fiber optic lines running, throughout the world now.
Yeah.
Rather than just being done through copper.
Yep. It's true. And the States' internet in general is not really great, which,
Yeah.
That's half the problem for people in America.
Yeah, there are a lot of states just have like basically just one ISP. Like if you live here, you get Comcast, whatever, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. All right, next up. This one wasn't too surprising, but also I normally would have put this as the initial sad thing, but those two other ones were so big that I couldn't ignore them. So, Just Cause developer Avalanche Studios has announced plans to lay off staff across its studios in Malmo and Stockholm and close its office in Liverpool, impacting all of the company's UK staff. The announcement comes just a month after Xbox formally canceled Contraband, Avalanche's long gestating open-world co-op game that had been in development for the last 4 years. Yeah. So, we had talked about when they canceled Contraband if Avalanche would be in any sort of trouble because, like, they haven't released a game since Just Cause 4.
Yeah,
seems like it.
Generally, when a game gets canceled, there's going to be layoffs.
Yeah, this really like. I feel like this stuff is going to send out a huge warning sign not to work with Microsoft.
Yeah.
As third party companies, it's like you guys have proven many times that you cancel our shit, so why would we go with you? So. I can see a world in which the PS6 gets announced and they have all of these partnerships with studios that got screwed by Microsoft this generation.
I mean, maybe, but then not to evoke the bingo card again, but people are they're going to look at Concord and they're going to go, maybe Sony's not the right choice either.
Helldivers is doing great though still.
Yeah.
Yeah, this generation's weird.
Yeah,
it's just weird. So our thoughts go out to all the people affected by the layoffs.
We're on Assassin's Creed Shadows, by the way, now.
Oh, okay. Well,
I guess you didn't loop the footage.
No, I didn't. Well, we're going on there anyway. So Ubisoft's 3 big franchises, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six, are now run by Vantage Studios, the newly named separate business entity formed by Ubisoft with a 25% stake from Tencent. This has been a long time coming. The Vantage Studios name was shared internally today, the first official day of the business's operation after being voted upon by the group's 2,300 employees. Dubbed as the first Ubisoft creative house, Vantage Studios will run its 3 franchises with what employees within the company's Montreal, Quebec, Sherbrooke, Saguenay, Barcelona, and Sofia studios have been told is a complete creative and business control. As previously announced, Vantage Studios will be led by co-CEOs Christophe Derenay, it's probably French.
Yeah.
And Charlie Guillemot. The move comes ahead of Ubisoft's upcoming 1.16 billion euro deal with Tencent being completed.
So that's
$1.25 billion US.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not a huge difference. So, we knew it was coming. Now it's here.
Yeah.
But one thing that this just doesn't say is Vantage Studios public or private? Because all it says in this article is that Tencent owns 25% of it. So is it a 75% Ubisoft, 25% Tencent, or is it a publicly traded company?
I would assume it's for the moment, a private joint venture.
Private company. Vantage Studios. Let's see if I can...
But that's just my assumption. I don't know.
It's just a subsidiary.
Oh, okay.
So it's still it's part of Ubisoft, so it's still publicly traded.
So if Ubisoft is traded, then therefore it is by extension. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That clears it up.
Yeah. So we'll see where Ubisoft continues to go. But it's interesting that they only name Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. So
my assumption is that they're probably figuring out like subsidiaries for the rest of them.
Or selling them. That's a lot of IP.
It is. I assume, well, I don't know about Rayman, but like Just Dance or something will probably go to they'll probably have one for like their party-ish, kind of games, and one for big open world games like they have here. Man, that hair clipping is terrible. That is really actually distracting. Okay, good, it's gone. that was really bad. That was
Assassin's Creed has so much of that. It's always annoying.
Yeah, my assumption is that if they've done this for one group of franchises, they'll probably do it for others based on the style of gameplay.
It's weird though, because Assassin's Creed and Far Cry make sense. They're very similar, but Rainbow Six? That's basically their online free-to-play strategy.
Well, maybe it's broader. Maybe it's action games or something.
You know what I think it is? I think it's their top 3 moneymakers.
Yeah, probably.
Because I mean, like, they gotta be their moneymakers, right?
That's a much simpler explanation than mine. I'm overthinking.
We'll put all the budget into these 3 games, and then the budgets will be smaller for everything else. That's my assumption. But
yeah.
We'll
yeah,
see.
maybe they're tiering them out by like how much money they budget for games. So maybe maybe all the like sort of the low cost stuff will go to one.
It's not a bad idea though, because Ubisoft used to do that. They used to have an indie level studio that made like Valiant Hearts and Child of Light and like all that stuff. So
yeah, okay.
It's not a bad idea. I don't know. We'll see what they do. I mean, it can't get any worse. I mean, for the first time in Assassin's Creed history, I didn't play one.
I mean, it can always get worse, but
yeah. I mean, Tencent owns 25% of them now, so
that's not a good thing. Immediate. It sounds like things have stabilized a little bit.
They still haven't released a game though. It's still Assassin's Creed Shadows. I still don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
I don't know. All right, let's move on. What time? More layoffs.
Oh boy.
Starbreeze this time. Starbreeze has canceled Project Baxter. It's a co-op Dungeons and Dragons game, which I don't think many of us even knew was a thing.
Man, that shot there was like pulled straight from Heat. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but
no.
There's a bank robbery in it. And this guy walking over. Anyway,
I've always wanted to get into these Payday games, but
yeah, I actually do own Payday 2, but
I think I do too. I think it was on PlayStation. I think I got it for free.
Oh, okay.
PlayStation Essentials.
Maybe we should get some people in the Discord and try it out, because I got Payday 2 and then like Payday 3 came out and everybody moved to that. So
yeah. So Project Baxter was actually announced in 2023 as an Unreal Engine 5 D&D game that would, quote, carry the signature Starbreeze cornerstones of cooperative multiplayer, lifetime commitment through a games as service model, community engagement, and a larger-in-life experience.
Yeah, I will say they have supported games long after release.
Yep.
They're pretty good about that. Now this looks like the club scene in John Wick.
Yeah, I'm sure they, were inspired by a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Wasn't there a fucking John Wick crossover with Payday at some point? I feel like there might have been. I
don't pay attention.
You talk, I'll look it up.
Not much left to say. It just says in November last year, Starbreeze said it was hiring for Project Baxter, with work on the game continuing at full speed. Internally, we have weekly playtests of Baxter and active discussions with a number of industry-leading players regarding potential collaborations around Baxter's development and launch. The studio said in November of 2024, Starbreeze had 121 total employees, most of which were based in Stockholm, Sweden.
So there was a John Wick crossover with Payday.
Well, there you go. There you go.
There's also a Left 4 Dead one, apparently. It looks like they're looking at up here. Apparently there were a bunch. There's a Worms crossover.
That doesn't make any sense.
There's the masks from the Payday 2 characters are available as cosmetic
I
items.
hate that shit so much. How is that a crossover? You could have made your own masks and put them on the Worms.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Reservoir Dogs one. That makes sense.
That makes
Saints
sense.
Row, that makes sense. There's a Dying Light one.
Yeah, could make sense.
Yeah, weapons and accessories based on Payday 2 appear in Dying Light 2 as part of a special collaboration.
It looks like Starbreeze is doubling down on Payday. So they're either going to be working on Payday 4 or they're going to be going back to Payday 3 and giving it more support. But around 44 of the roughly 191 employees will be laid off because of this. It's a good chunk of their studio.
Yeah.
All right. We're almost through this. Terminator 2D, No Fate, has been delayed. And it's not for the reasons you may think. It would appear that not even Skynet is immune to tariffs. Publisher Reef Entertainment confirmed the delay, claiming the release date has been pushed back from October 31st due to ongoing global trade and tariff changes that delayed shipment of the components for our Day 1 and Collector's Editions.
This looks like Blackthorn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, it's the Super Nintendo Terminator 2 that we should have gotten instead of the one we did.
Yeah, it kind of gave me Contra vibes when I was watching
footage. A little bit of Contra, but then there's like the ducking behind cover, which is a very very Black
Shadow Complex.
Kind of thing. Yeah.
Did that too.
That right there is fucking Contra 3 right there with the missiles and then the fight. Yeah, that shit's straight out of Contra 3.
Who makes this game? Who was it? Let's see. Reef Entertainment. All right. Well, it's only a month delay, so they'll be okay.
Yeah. Oh man, this looks cool.
There's been rumors that Prototype will be getting a remaster or maybe a sequel. Because the I think it was either Prototype 1 or Prototype 2's PC version was updated randomly. And the update was credit changes, and the credits include a studio that does remasters.
Well, that's a pretty good indication.
And they were not involved in the original game. And there's a bunch of other stuff in there as well, including Ubisoft Connect is in there for some strange reason, and some other stuff. So it seems like something is on the horizon.
The Prototype is a really good game.
Prototype 1 is a really good game. Prototype 2 is...
it's kind of, you play one or the other because they're set in the same... They're both set in Manhattan, so it's like...
Yeah.
It's kind of the same game.
Yeah. Well, Prototype 2 doesn't feel as good to play.
Really? Well, then, play Prototype 1. That game's really good.
Yeah. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. Mm-hmm. But my guess is that's probably imminent if they're updating game code and whatnot.
Yeah.
Silent Hill F is doing really well.
Yes, it is.
Konami has confirmed it sold 1 million copies on day 1.
Wow. Good for them.
Which is pretty crazy. And that's across physical and digital. They sent out a post thanking everyone who played for exceeding 1 million shipped copies just a day after its debut. This achievement reinforces the series' status as an iconic horror franchise that continues to resonate with fans yearning for an unsettling psychological horror experience.
Yeah, I've been hearing nothing but good things about Silent Hill F, which makes me so happy because it's been a long time since we got a good new Silent Hill.
Yep, this will probably be the first one I legitimately play. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
As I mentioned before, Silent Hill 2 Remake just didn't do it for me. So we'll see. But congratulations to them. PlayStation is celebrating 30 years of PlayStation.
Is this with the fucking shoes?
Nope. The shoes and the book.
Okay. Yeah, we did talk briefly about the book. That book looks fucking sick, by the way.
Yeah. So PlayStation is releasing basically an art compilation and concept art compilation called PlayStation The First 30 Years, and it looks dope. Let me see if I can get an image of it here. Look at that. That's fucking sick. That's just fucking sick.
Yeah, I like that. I normally hate those like ribbon bookmarks in books, but the fact that they're the colors, that's cool.
That's so cool. And then the top looks like a PlayStation.
Yeah,
that's just so cool.
Have you seen the special edition one? That's like almost $500, but
I have not.
It's got a whole bunch of like cool shit in it. It's got like autographs from like a bunch of OG PlayStation people and shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Also, it's limited to 1994 copies because that's the year that came out.
I hate when they do limited edition stuff like that. It drives me nuts.
Yeah, it's for the people who want the autographs of like the folks who designed the physical shell of the thing.
But like more people would buy it if they made more. You know?
I mean, maybe.
There's no way these games these products don't sell out. There's no way.
It wasn't sold out when I looked at it.
Really? How much is it?
Like I said, it was like almost 500 Canadian dollars. I think it was like 460 something Canadian.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but like the regular edition of the book, there's no limit to that, and it's still kind of pricey. I think it's like $160, but it's a fucking tome of a book. It's huge.
Oh yeah, it's big. It's big. It's a big boy. I'll definitely get it as long as it's not a bajillion dollars.
Yeah, it's like a fucking, what was it, like 14 by 18 size pages or something like that. Like, it's huge.
Yeah, and there was like pictures of concept controllers.
Oh my god, there were so many concept designs for the controllers, and yeah. So that top right one, the top right one I've seen before, but those other three I've never seen those before. And
the bottom right one looks like a Super Nintendo controller.
Well, yeah, I mean that makes sense. It was going to be a Super Nintendo add-on.
Yeah, it's so cool. That top left one just looks weird.
Yeah, have you seen the one with the angled D-pad?
Yeah,
that, like, aligns to the natural position of your thumb. I looked at that and I was like, "That's fucking well." No, it's stupid, but I can see the thinking behind it.
Yeah. That's why they're concepts and not real. Products, right?
And we don't usually get to see, like, just in the previews that they show on the website where you can buy this book. They had like a dozen pages that they showed off, and there was so much shit in there that I'd never seen before. Like designs for the system shell itself, and like obviously a lot of them are terrible, but they were like throwing whatever out and seeing what would stick. It was really cool. I want to get that book.
Yeah, look at that. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Look at the buttons; they're fucking huge.
Yeah,
and then
this was sort of the beginning of ergonomic controllers being the standard, right? Like this was, hey, it's not just going to be flat and curved. We're going to actually have like protrusions that you grip onto, and we're thinking about like what's comfortable. So yeah, I mean it looks it looks crazy, but it was, they were figuring that shit out.
Yep. And as you mentioned, there's the shoes.
Yeah.
The Reebok compilation. So this is the second time they've done PlayStation shoes. Yeah. And it still makes me mad because I would buy this shit. I would buy that.
The one in the middle there.
Yeah. This one, no, I wouldn't buy that. No,
I think that looks kind of cool as like,
really?
It's a crossover with a piece of tech. So you make it look like this goofy futuristic robot boot thing. Like, I kind of get it. It's not just a shoe that has the PlayStation logo on it, like the one at the bottom is. So it's like, at least it looks unique. At least it looks interesting. I would never spend a shit ton of money on limited edition shoes because you're either going to, A, sit them on a shelf where they're never going to get used, but they'll look pretty, or you're going to wear them and ruin them, but at least you got use out of them. So it's like... And no,
that's why I wish they would just sell them in general. Like, why can't I just buy PlayStation shoes? I would buy them if they were just regular. You just sell them. Yeah. Why do they have to be limited? Yeah. I can't remember what kind of shoe it was. I think it was like a Mass Effect shoes or something like that, and they were freaking amazing. And I was
they did do a lot of like Mass Effect clothing stuff. A lot of Assassin's Creed clothing stuff as well.
Yeah, crazy. All right, we're almost through this. So I don't know if you checked out the trailer I sent you, but this is a trailer for Manta, a new free-to-play anime game, and it is being absolutely thrown through the shitter because
I actually didn't because I was playing Delta Ray.
Good. I'm glad you didn't because you can see it here. So this is actually a comparison video that somebody made so that you can see all of the references that this game has stolen.
Yeah,
straight up from other games. But some of them are more egregious than others. So this is sort of a fast forward. And it's like, okay, here's the first GTA 6 reference. Like that looked like the same game in two different places.
That one's not as egregious.
No, some of them are worse than others. The camera mode is straight ripped from Watch Dogs 2.
I mean,
it's camera mode, but like
stuff.
Yeah. Well, look at that.
Okay, yeah,
It gets worse than that. Wait till you see it later. And then this combat is basically Sleeping Dogs / Spider-Man.
Yeah, it does look kind of Sleeping Dogs, but yeah.
You get the phone, which is Watch Dogs or GTA, basically. Yeah.
I don't think having a phone UI on screen is necessarily.
No. Look at this combat. Look at
Spider-Man.
that.
Yeah,
isn't that? Look at that. What the fuck?
Yeah,
like, that's 100%. What the actual fuck?
Yeah.
It gets worse than that for the Spider-Man stuff.
It even looks like the symbiote effect.
Yeah. The fast forward stuff is like
Yeah.
It looks fine. They just fast forward through it so you can kind of see it. It looks gorgeous, by the way. The game looks gorgeous.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Privacy invasion. So you like hack into the things and you watch people.
Yep.
Straight from Watch Dogs.
There's a great scene where you...
Oh, yeah, Metal Gear. Look at that.
You prank call a guy.
That not look like Rex or what?
Yeah, it looks like Rex.
Oh, yeah, and then it's got the GTA character switch. So you go, boop, and then it does the zoom out.
Yeah, okay, yeah, then, yeah, 100%. 100%. I was just gonna like, it's a radial menu, but...
Yeah. And then it does the thing where it loads for a second, and then there's like an animation that plays. See, look. And it goes, look it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Did you ever take a GTA 5 character and like switch back and forth between them so you could like
see what the game would do?
We'll puppet them to meet in place.
No, I never tried that.
They actually interact.
That's cool.
If you walk them past each other, they'll be like, "Oh, hey Franklin, hey Michael, what's up?" Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That mission's straight cut.
You know, Michael's son in that game is voiced by Arnold from the Magic School Bus.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, obviously he's an adult now, but it's the same guy.
Yeah, this is straight from GTA as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where you switch to the other character.
Yeah.
See, it shows it.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I wonder what's going to happen here. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, the blackout from Watch Dogs.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what? It's just straight rips everything.
Yeah.
That was such a cool concept in Watch Dogs.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, the clothing stores. Just like exactly like Watch Dogs. Shit.
I mean, that one I'm like, if I was going to do a clothing store in a game, that's how I'd do it too. Like, not to rip off anything. Fair. It's just showing big icons of the outfits and a turnaround of the character. I think you could chalk that one up to just that's a good way of doing it.
A good design choice, yeah. Another privacy invasion thing.
Yeah, but oh god, that looked painful.
It did.
But yeah, a lot of this stuff is pretty blatant.
And then wait for the unbelievably blatant Spider-Man stuff. Oh no, it's not going to show it. Damn. But yeah, it lists all the stuff and then starts to have fun with it. It's like props to them for that ending.
Yeah,
I liked that.
Yeah. Like it.
So there's that. The game actually looks amazing, but I don't believe it because it's free.
Is this just anime GTA? Is that what this is?
Yeah. It's basically anime GTA meets Spider-Man for some reason.
Weird.
And it's free to play.
Huh.
And it's by NetEase, I think. And then I just wanted to show you this game if you haven't seen it yet. Threads of Time.
No, have not.
This is a epic Chrono Trigger 2D.
Yeah. Look at that. This is like 12 million BC. Gee.
Yeah. It looks so good though.
I wonder what that's.
Very cool. It's not quite Chrono Trigger, but it's definitely got Chrono Trigger vibes.
It's 100% somebody played Chrono Trigger and was like, "This is the coolest shit ever." Which, I mean, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Combat system looks really good.
I understand why you'd want to use it as an influence for your game. Combat system looks like it came out of Saga Frontier almost. More of a visual aspect than a mechanical one, but and you got a furry. 1,000, yeah, okay. Yeah. And the fair, yeah, okay.
It would have more impact if I could play the audio because the music is really, really good.
Yeah.
It's definitely like a beautiful
sure.
That kind of era. But I think it looks absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with being inspired by games. Like I just said, I was playing Deltarune, and that's the Toby Fox, the creator of that, like openly says, "Yeah, I did this because I liked this part in this game, so I did my own take on it." Yep. Or I really loved this music, so I composed a song that had the same tempo, or whatever. Yep. It's less about like, can you copy something and can you take from something and then do something else.
Make it your own.
Yeah, I mean, like, and there's a lot of...
That looks like Robo.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But, like, it's... this is a Canadian developer. I see they've got a Government of Canada grant there.
And Ontario creates.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, Star Wars is the same way. Like, Star Wars is just a collection of the sci-fi movie stuff that George Lucas liked. You can find there's the cat. You can find videos that compile like all the stuff that influenced Star Wars, even down to the lightsabers, like all these black and white sci-fi serials. Evangelion is another one. Again, that's an anime reference, but like the writer of Evangelion was like a huge Ultraman fan, huge fan of like Godzilla movies and stuff. He went on to direct a Godzilla movie and an Ultraman movie. But it's like, here's the stuff that I like, here's what inspired me, and then here's my take on that formula. Yeah. So yeah, I don't mind that at all. It's a good way to do things. Make what you love, but make it your own.
Make it your own. Yeah. So I hope it turns out really well. But,
yeah.
I've added it to my keep an eye on list.
Interesting that it's Steam and Xbox, but not PlayStation or Switch.
Maybe they had some sort of deal with
maybe
Xbox.
Maybe
that happens. They get a lot of indie games like day one on Game Pass. So they must pay them for that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's the news. I do have a small topic of the week. I don't know how much time we'll spend on it, but I figured it was an interesting, maybe not a thought experiment, but just something to talk about. So IGN posted a best Metroidvania games list.
Okay.
They obviously none of them include Metroid or Castlevania.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, I'm going to read their blurb here. So, with Hollow Knight Silksong having just arrived on the scene, it's time to consider the very best this genre has to offer so far. That means looking at games with the smartest level design, the most satisfying exploration, the sharpest skill sets, and those that ensure the genre's mandatory backtracking never feels frustrating. Additionally, for this list, we've purposely left the adventures of Samus and Alucard out of it, both in the interests of letting non-Metroids and non-Castlevanias have some time in the spotlight, and in recognition that the genre's progenitors are not its children. That would be like calling Dark Souls a Souls-like, but there's nothing like about it. It's quite literally a Dark Souls.
What is the best Souls-like game? Top of the list, Dark Souls.
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. So with that in mind, let's take a look at our picks for the top Metroidvanias that aren't actually a Metroid or Castlevania. And they have 13 they've picked. Why 13, I'm not entirely sure.
Oh, it's the BuzzFeedification of lists. Yeah. Random numbers. Number 7 will shock you.
Yeah, exactly. So I've looked at this list and I do find it interesting. And I'm just kind of interested to see what our co-op take is on it.
Sure.
So the first game on the list, number 13, Shadow Complex.
Of course.
Which, for those of you who've never played it, featured Nolan North, I think, as the main character exploring a complex, like some sort of, I can't remember the story,
like
some sort of complex beneath.
He's like a cave explorer, and then he found this like secret lab, and it turns into this whole thing.
This whole adventure, yeah. And it's basically this was on the 360.
Yeah, it was a long time ago now.
Yeah. Kind of surprised this game never got a remake. It kind of would behoove them to do that to this game because it was really good. Yeah,
considering how many people remember it and quite fondly.
Yeah, look at that. I never got that far in the game. Damn, that's cool. But yeah, see, there's like 3D sections where you're actually shooting into the foreground and stuff like that. But it was an actual Metroidvania as well. It was very cool. I really enjoyed it. And it was like one of the first of its kind back then. So
yeah,
very good.
Yeah. Like, I mean, this goes back to what I was saying earlier. Make what you love, but make it your own. This game did stuff that Metroid and Castlevania didn't do. Like look at this. You're fucking running on the water and then jumping off like a lake cabin and then presumably over the lake again. Like, you're swimming. There's not really swimming in any of those games. I mean, there's underwater sections, but it's not swimming.
It's just
you get the gravity suit so that you can move normally. But there's like actual swimming in this game. Yeah, it takes the
Holy
framework.
Shit.
Yeah,
that was quite the punch. Damn,
it takes the framework of what's been done before and then does its own thing with it. That's probably why people remember it so fondly.
Yeah, so I would definitely include that on this list for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't actually play super far into it either, but I always meant to play more of it. It just, you know how things go. Other things get in the way. And here we've got...
Blasphemous.
Blasphemous, yes. I was like...
Which is what I just recently played. And I would agree with it. I think it's a great game.
I haven't played it. Once again,
I think you'd like it.
It's one of those things I've been meaning to get to.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. I'm planning on playing the sequel because I didn't even know there was a sequel until I played this again. And then I was like... They made a second game? Holy shit. So I do want to go and play this. It's very dark, very weird, very bloody.
Yeah. The art is amazing.
Absolutely fantastic visually. And
I really dig the use of the limited color palette and everything. Like, it really forces you to get creative with how you add detail, like the highlights from the highlights from the candlelight and stuff. God, it looks so good.
Yeah, it's a great game and very it's not super challenging once you get used to like the timing and all that stuff. But But yeah, I really liked it. And it's got the Souls style of like you don't know what the fuck this is for, but you can figure it out if you're smart enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll encounter like someone praying at like an altar, and you'll be like, obviously they do so. Something happens here.
Yeah,
I
it wouldn't be here if they didn't do something or mean something.
And then like 6 hours later, you'll be like, I can
man,
go do
those
that.
Are some brutal finishers.
Oh, they're awesome. They're so good. The curb stomp. All of the enemies have a unique animation for the executions. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm just remembering how much I liked this game. It was really good. So yeah, that definitely deserves to be on the list. I'm a little surprised that 2 is not on the list. That makes me a little worried that maybe the first one was better. So.
Or maybe they just said, we got to pick one or the other, so we'll go with the original.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe 2 is a lot harder, and I'll hate it. We'll see.
Who knows?
Yoku's Island Express. Did you ever play this one?
No.
So this is the pinball Metroidvania game, and it's awesome. It's so good. So the world. So you're a dung beetle.
Okay.
Rolling yourself around, and all of the world is made into pinball, basically.
Interesting.
And so that's how you navigate the world and unlock powers and see what I mean?
This sounds like the concept that Sonic Spinball played with, but executed better.
Oh no, this is a great game.
I mean this executes it better than Sonic Spinball.
Executes it better. Okay, yeah.
Because Sonic Spinball had like really bad controls.
Yeah,
I would have liked that game a lot more if it had better controls, but it was really like delayed, which is weird because the Sonic games are usually pretty responsive.
Yeah, no, the controls are great in this game, and as you can see, it's very unique.
Mm-hmm.
And all sorts of puzzles that have to do with pinball. There's boss fights where you're the ball trying to take out the boss. Like it's really fun. It's really cute. It's not an overly long game.
I mean, I wouldn't expect it to be.
No, but it's good. I don't know if I would put it this high on the list, but I would definitely recommend playing it if you're a pinball fan and a Metroidvania fan.
I do like both of those things.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd recommend giving it a try. There's probably a demo for it. I would give it a try.
I'll have to check that out.
Cave Story.
Oh,
this one I haven't played, but you've played it.
Oh, I love Cave Story.
Yeah.
This game was kind of the harbinger of the indie game revolution, because this is a game that came out in like 2004. It was released for free. And it's so good. It
looks cool.
It's tough in some places. There's actually there's like a hell level that's insanely hard, but that's like an optional thing. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's not super long. It's probably about 5 or 6 hours long. But I mean,
you can beat Super Metroid in 2.
Yeah, you can beat Super Metroid in that time. Yeah, so it's pretty standard length for the genre. But yeah, this game is great. And
would you put it this high on the list?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I'd probably put it higher.
Damn. Well, let's see what's higher.
It's really good. It's a really good game.
Axiom Verge.
I never played
another one. You haven't played this? Oh man, you gotta play it. If there was ever a Super Metroid like, this is it.
Yeah.
It's got some of the best music in a Metroidvania I've played. It's super intuitive. The controls are great. It doesn't hold your hand, so it's not going to be like it's Super Metroid, but in its own game. Yeah. And I think it was made by one guy. Do not play the sequel though. It is not good.
Oh no.
He changed way too much. It became way too different, and it was not fun. I did not like that game. But this game is just phenomenal. It's absolutely beautiful. I could listen to the soundtrack all day. It's really good.
It definitely looks like halfway between Metroid on the NES and Super Metroid.
Yeah, it's definitely got its own image, its own style. It's not. I wouldn't say it's easy. It's not easy. It's an average experience.
Yeah.
Challenge wise, some of the bosses are pretty tough, but they were in Super Metroid too. So there's a boss right there.
Yep. Shooting things out of its whatever that is.
Whatever that is.
I'm going to refrain from speculating. Don't want to age restrict this video.
Great game.
Oh, that fucking thing on the side there is totally what protects Mother Brain at the end of the game that you got to shoot through with the missiles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very Super Metroid
Yeah,
inspired.
yeah.
Great art style, great soundtrack, super good. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown.
Yeah, I haven't
said
played
it
this yet.
earlier. Oh, it is the modern Metroidvania. It just does everything right. It really does. It just does everything right.
Man, I haven't played Sands of Time in a long time either.
Well, they're doing that remake, apparently.
Yeah. Or I could just fucking emulate the GameCube version.
Yeah. Yeah, this game's fantastic. I mean, the biggest thing that I gushed about it was the fact that you can take a fucking picture of where you are
and stick it on the map.
Yeah,
so it's such a good
you can
idea.
reference it. Like, that is such
a good idea. Yeah. Why hasn't anybody done that before?
Imagine if that was
or
in
at
Silksong.
least anybody that I can think of off the top of our heads.
If that was in Silksong and Hollow Knight, those games would be
perfection. God, that'd make them so much easier.
What do you want?
Because those games don't detail like they just show you the shape of the area. They don't give you any indication of what's in the area.
Exactly.
And they also expose the entire area on the map once you've been in the room. So it's not like, oh, there's unshaded area there. I haven't been there yet. It's like, no, you don't know where you've been.
He's being whiny.
I like that they have the arrow there to show you what angle you're going to jump off from. Like that you're holding the button in. That's nice.
There's nothing... I can't complain about anything in this game. Like, I legitimately can't. I mean, the story's kind of basic, I guess. But who cares about the story in a game like this, honestly? The fact that it's even there is kind of an impressive feat.
Yeah, I mean, it's there to drive the gameplay. The original Prince of Persia had a pretty basic story, save the girl.
Yeah. And I guess you could complain about the look of the prince. It's very modern when it shouldn't be.
Yeah, the dangly, like the side shave and like the short like dreads and stuff.
It's very Miles Morales.
It's been done a lot lately. Like ever since
gorgeous game though. Wow.
Ever since Michael B. Jordan had that hairstyle in Black Panther,
exactly.
It's
that's
just
what I was
everywhere.
thinking.
It's like, oh, we have a new black hairstyle for people. We had afros, we had cornrows, we had dreadlocks. Now we can add this one. It's like, guys, come on.
Now we got the B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Man, this makes me want to play this again. This game was good.
Maybe we should move on.
The combat was so satisfying.
We still got a podcast to record.
I know. All right.
Looks cool.
SteamWorld Dig 2, actually.
You never played this one either.
I'm surprised they called this a Metroidvania. I don't know if I would or not. But SteamWorld Dig 1 and 2 are fantastic games. Basically, the premise is that you are in a town in the middle of a desert, or I think they're both in a desert. And you explore a mine. The premise is that every time you go into you have a finite amount of torch to be able to see. So the longer you're down there, the what do you call the vignette? Is it vignette?
Yeah, it gets closer and closer because your light source is dwindling.
What is my cat doing? What are you doing? Are you getting into trouble? Don't get into trouble.
He's very argumentative today.
You can hear him, right?
Yeah.
He got himself into trouble somewhere. I don't know what he did. And now he's whining him. Sit and chill. You
need to put your cat on Prozac.
He's already on this like those smellifiers?
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. You're okay. Something's got him bugged. Yeah, the things you plug in and it makes your house smell nice.
Yeah.
I have those for him, but they have like cat pheromones that are designed to calm your kitty. Now he's sitting under my legs. I think he's just annoyed that I'm ignoring him. And I have 2 of those going all the time. Without them, he would keep me up at night because he goes into panic mode. It's really weird. What's wrong, bud? He's acting very strange. I'll keep an eye on him. But yeah. So your torchlight gets smaller and smaller the longer you're down there. So you have to like utilize your time as strongly as you can, and then when you get back up, all the stuff that you found, like here, you sell it to this town, which makes the town grow bigger, which gives you access to more stuff and makes you last. You can upgrade your torch so you last longer, and you can cut through the dirt faster, and so your runs get more and more deeper. Into the ground. And then there's boss fights and enemies to fight and all this kind of stuff. I don't know if I would call it a Metroidvania, though. And I wouldn't put it this high. I would recommend it. but I wouldn't put it this high. This one you've played, I haven't really.
Yes, I was a Kickstarter backer for this game.
Bloodstained, Ritual
I have
of
my
the Night.
physical rewards over in my bedroom.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this game's great. This game is...
It's like it's a Symphony of the Night, like.
It's Symphony of the Night. Yeah, it's Symphony of the Night, but legally distinct.
Like our letter time.
But yeah, but only just because like a lot of the monsters in Castlevania are just taken from mythology, so it's got a lot of the same monsters in it.
Yeah. Only so much you can change.
Actually, this librarian dude that she's talking to right here is voiced by the actor who played Alucard in Symphony of the Night.
Well, that's scary.
Yeah.
They played fast and loose with it.
There's a character in the game, because this was announced, this Kickstarter was announced right after or right around the time that, news broke that Konami and Hideo Kojima were on the outs,
we're splitting, yeah.
And that David Hayter wasn't going to be in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Metal Gear.
Yeah, well, they announced. Oh yeah, and David Hayter is one of the voice actors in this game, so he's also in this game, which is cool because he got to flex some of his Japanese, because David Hayter speaks Japanese and he plays a samurai character in the game.
Checking on the cat, I can hear him doing something. Was making sure he wasn't getting into trouble. Yeah, I this is not my kind of Metroidvania, so I played a little bit of it and was like, no, I'm not. I don't need numbers and that kind of deep RPG elements in my Metroidvanias.
Yeah, so. Whereas I love it. I'm all about it.
Yeah. We're definitely divided on this one. I liked the 2D 8-bit one.
Yeah. The old school Castlevania style one. Yeah, that was fun. But I mean, this is the main attraction. That was like that was a side thing. Is like it was a stretch goal. Like, if we raise this much money, we'll also make this like old school NES style game as a bonus.
Yeah. And that was more my style than this one. But it deserves to be on the list for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Everyone loves this game.
This game also has a randomizer built into it. I think they added it with a patch. It wasn't there at launch. But as a result of the randomizer, I've actually played through this game several times, because you can get shit.
Is the map changes?
Well, no, it's an item randomizer. So it is designed, I believe, in a way that the game is always finishable. But you basically do need to open every chest, because there might be a critical item just in like a random chest off somewhere.
That's cool.
But you can like sequence break crazy
Hmm.
early. Like, you can get the abilities that like let you do the super jumps and shit. Yeah, here's the retro style one.
Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, oh man, I love this game.
Yep.
I'm kind of here's the character that's played by David Hayter. Kind of not sure about the sequel that they're making. It looks very different, but we'll see. We'll see more from that as time goes on. I am willing to trust them, because they made this game so great. So
yeah, absolutely.
They have earned my faith, but it's still, I look at that and I go, that looks kind of weird.
Yeah. Been there.
Yeah.
So that's number 6. Number 5 may surprise you. Guacamelee 2.
Oh yeah, people love Guacamelee.
Okay. Yeah, I love Guacamelee. It's great.
I never got around to playing it.
Yeah, I play both Guacamelee 1 and 2. They're both fantastic. They added co-op in number 2, which I don't think was necessary, honestly, but they did it in a smart way. Yeah. So, because some of the gameplay is actually like designed around co-op.
Yeah.
If you play it that way, but if you play it single player, then you don't have to worry about it, which is cool. Although you do see certain things in levels where you're like, that looks like it was meant for co-op.
Mm-hmm.
But it just doesn't affect you in single player. But it's very good with an amazing art style.
Yeah, I was gonna say I love this art style.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous, and the like comedy is just
the
amazing.
Luchador theme is really cool. You could do a lot of really cool character design with a Luchador character.
Yeah, it's great. Great platforming, great combat. It's super good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I just want to go back and play all these games now. Number 3 is Animal Well, which I didn't like, but a lot of people did.
I've never played this.
Yeah, so there's no combat in this game that I'm aware of. It's basically just a Metroidvania puzzle game where all the levels are puzzles.
That's fine. Puzzle platformer. Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah. Very cool looking art style.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds cool, but for whatever reason, I didn't gravitate towards it. I think it was too difficult for me. A lot of the jumps are like...
This looks like one of the scenes from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? God, that look at that lighting.
Don't be scared.
Don't get us copyright struck.
No, again, my singing's not that good.
No, it's not. I think this game was a little overhyped, though, to be honest with you. But whatever. To each their own. I wish I understood what made it so captivating. There's a lot of people going down King George Road at like 90 miles an hour today. Oh, it's Friday. Yeah, be why. All right. Now, number 3, I know you won't agree with.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously they were going to put this on here.
Yeah. I didn't think it would be this high.
Like I said, I wanted to like this game. And there is a good game in there. And obviously, like I said, a big part of my problem with it was that it was
way too difficult and
not inaccessible, but difficult because of my vision, not being great. And that, like, yeah, the game is hard, and I do think it's probably a little harder than it needs to be, but it's exacerbated by the fact that my eyesight isn't great, and the game doesn't really offer anything to assist with that, which, it can't be that hard.
Oh my God, that's crazy, that part there. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm glad I took a break from this.
Yeah, it can't be that hard to add like a shader that outlines characters. Like, it just can't be. I mean, obviously it's not easy to do anything with game development, but like, of all the things you could do, that can't be one of the harder ones. That boss fight we just saw with the 2 clockwork insects, that's actually a really good one. I actually like that fight a lot. Because the thing is, like, you can see there they telegraph where they're going to go, so it doesn't bother me that they deal double damage, because it's like they're being very clear. They're giving you a very clear indication that this is where they're going to go, and they hit hard. So if you get hit there, it's kind of your own fault. They don't do anything unpredictable. Like, I feel like the unpredictable bosses should deal less damage because it's so much harder to avoid them.
Yeah.
I don't mind a boss being like super powerful if it compensates in some way by, like, we're telegraphing it, so it's your own fault if you get hit.
I want to play this game so badly when I watch it, but I'm not in the mood for a game that's going to punish me.
I mean, there is a mod out there that'll force everything to only deal 1 point of damage. So
I have it on Xbox, though.
Yeah.
Number 2. Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Yeah. You got to play these games too.
Yeah, at some point.
Like,
it's on the list.
They're so good, dude. I'm surprised that they didn't put the first one on here, but 'cause I think, in my opinion, the first one's better, but they're both just amazing.
I do love me a good air dash, and that looked like a good air dash.
Oh, dude, the platforming in this is like, it's sexy. It's
I like that you leave like a trail behind you. That does make it easier to kind of keep track. It's like, you ever use mouse trails on Windows? Yeah, that's not really super useful anymore, but back in the days of like really shitty laptop screens, like back in the 90s, those really slow LCD screens, the mouse trails were like essential for figuring out where your cursor was.
I've played the first Ori probably 4 times. I've only played the second one once. I should probably go back and play this at some point. Man, look. This is one of the most beautiful games of all time. Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
It's unbelievable. Moon Studios just whoever their artists are, man, they're just amazing. This game's so good. Look at that. I could just watch this game all day. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, there's a really big variety of environments.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's an amazing game. That's a 10 out of 10 game.
It looks really good.
All right, and number 1 probably will not surprise you. Hollow Knight.
Really? They're putting it at number 1? Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's great. I liked Bloodstained more, but maybe I'm biased because I threw a bunch of money into it. So I'm willing to admit that I might be biased there. But yeah, Hollow Knight was great. I bought Silksong on the back of this game. Hollow Knight was so good. I was like, well, of course Silksong's going to be amazing. And then I didn't like Silksong.
I love Hollow Knight.
That's an unfortunate lesson that I've had to learn more than once in my life. Resident Evil 5.
Yeah, I don't know what I would pick as my favorite Metroidvania.
That's not a Metroid or a Castlevania game.
Yeah.
Because then that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, if that was the case, it'd be Super
Hollow
Metroid.
Knight's definitely closer to the top than the bottom, though. That game was really good.
Oh yeah. Ori's amazing. Hollow Knight's amazing. I wonder, can you think of anything that should be on this list that's not? Any honorable mentions?
Off the top of my head.
Oh no, I can think of 3D ones, but I'm want to focus on like 2D.
Yeah, off the top of my head, not in. Well, I really
Does
like
Carrion count?
No, Carrion is more of a puzzle game. It definitely has elements of it, but it's more about puzzling, and it doesn't really have. I mean, it has combat, but not in the way that these games do. The combat is so different in that game that it's too different. Although I do love Carrion, that is a fantastic game. I was gonna say I really like Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth, but that's an anime game, and it's also really short. Like even by the standards of the games, yeah, Shantae and the Pirate's Curse definitely fits the bill. It's a bit lighter. It's a much simpler game, definitely simpler than anything on this list, but it's really good. I mean, obviously, because I haven't played every game on this list, I can't say I would get rid of Axiom Verge and put Shantae there because, I don't know, I've never played Axiom Verge. Maybe I'd love it.
But you could add to the list because it's only 13. There's so many more.
I would absolutely put Shantae and the Pirate's Curse on there. Maybe
I really want to play.
I don't know.
I want to play Owl Boy. I played the demo and I really liked it.
Yeah, I never played that, but it looked really cute.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I ever fought this thing in Hollow Knight. I do know there was some stuff that I missed in the game. Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth is really good, although it probably appeals more to people who've seen Record of Lodoss War, which, if you haven't, well, I mean, you might enjoy it because you like D&D, and Record of Lodoss War is based on a D&D campaign that the creators played, in the same way that Critical Role is. If you're not already a fan of Lodoss War, then definitely the story of Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth is going to be lost on you because it kind of relies on you knowing the story. But I liked it.
I can't think of anything else off the top of my head.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Metroidvanias, so you'd think I'd be able to think of more, but...
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's our topic of the week. I thought that was just a nice little side thing to talk about.
I mean, I guess maybe Blaster Master is kind of like that. It's also its own thing. But the more recent ones, the Blaster Master Zero trilogy is definitely closer than the original. I might put Blaster Master Zero on there.
People say Nine Souls is really good.
If you're going to put Steam World Dig on there, I think you could put Blaster Master Zero on there.
Yeah, I still don't think that should be on there. It's not really a Metroidvania, but it's fine. Nine Souls is apparently really good. I want to play that at some point. Yeah, I've heard that's
good. I haven't played it, but people really like that one.
Yeah. All right. You know what time it is?
We've just committed to fucking that name up intentionally. So it's not really fucking it up, is it?
It's just fucking.
We would be fucking it up if we pronounced it correctly.
Yeah, it's true. All right, number 1. Jesus.
Oh.
No, you don't have this.
No, is that the Resident Evil 2 remake? That looks like the lighting in that game.
Get this. Oh, fuck. No, okay, good.
Well, here's the problem. This still kind of looks like the Resident Evil 2 remake. But it wouldn't have gotten a 74.
It looks very distinct, doesn't it? That looks like is that a gun?
It looks gun-like, yeah. I mean, this looks very recent.
Yeah, it does. It looks very detailed. I don't know.
Like they've even got what looks like dust particles hanging in the air, illuminated by the flashlight or something.
Yeah. We're going to know this one. I just don't have it yet.
Yeah, we just need the right screenshot. Well, that's no help. Well, hold on. That's an icon of... Is that something going into a box, or is that a torso and head?
That looks like a torso and a head to me.
Yeah. PC only.
Yeah, that's thrown me a little bit.
Interesting. What looks this good, but doesn't have a console for it? Man, I don't know.
Yeah, I need more.
Action FPS. Dude, I don't know. Everything I can think of is also on console. Like, this kind of gave me Wolfenstein vibes, but that's not exclusive to PC.
Yeah, this might be something we've never heard of. It might be like an indie horror game.
An indie game that looks incredible.
Well, I guess it's not a horror game. It's action first-person shooter. What the hell is this?
Well, this is some multiplayer game.
Wangzai Fentanyl Burger.
Fentanyl Burger.
Wow.
Why do I feel like I've heard that before?
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can't believe they put that in. Okay, so this has got to be some kind of co-op shooter.
Free-to-play nonsense on PC.
Like this might be like some Chinese game or something.
Yeah,
hold on a second, I'm going to mute. Okay, I got to clean a dead bug off my hand.
Ew. Yummy.
You think?
I have no clue. It's definitely going to be a free-to-play nonsense game. Because I would recognize this UI if I knew what it was. I was going to say maybe it was what was that first-person shooter that was like Counter-Strike? But it's not, because they're like this gives me completely different vibes than everything else.
Dude, I got one of the best bug kills of my life the other day. It was climbing up the side of a can, and I like gripped the can and killed it.
Damn.
I took my hand away. I was like, "There's no way I got that." Holy shit, I got it.
That's some Bruce Lee shit.
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
One time I threw a Kleenex box at a bug on the wall and got it. That's my best.
Damn.
That's my all-time best.
That's Bruce Lee shit.
Oh, no, one time I smacked one out of the air, but I didn't kill it. I smacked it out of the air. This was back in a lot. This was back in like 3rd grade. I fucking backhanded it out of the air, and I heard it hit the back because I was sitting at the back of the classroom, and I heard it hit the wall at the back of the room. And then it flew away. And one other person saw me. I'm not going to name them because I don't want to name names of people on the show without their permission. But
first name?
Ian.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Ian saw me do that. and we like looked at each other and was like, whoa.
That's awesome. I thought this was maybe that first-person shooter free-to-play game, but I know it's on console, so it's not what I was thinking. So I don't know. What the hell?
Fat Shark.
This looks like a Left 4 Dead like. I have no clue.
Be Back 4 Blood? No.
I mean, we
might as well try.
Yeah. No, it's not exclusive to PC. It's not Back 4 Blood.
We gotta try something. Wait a second. What's that dialogue there?
Detect no further data sources from this area. Return to the servo skull. Yeah, it's definitely not Blaze.
Oh, it's got to be a Warhammer game then. Servo skull. That's a Warhammer 40K thing.
Oh.
Oh God. Maybe it's Darktide?
I have no idea.
It's not Vermintide, so maybe it's Darktide.
Try it.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Look at that.
All from the dialogue. Damn. Yeah. Never would have.
Yeah.
Never
if they hadn't had that one thing. I only know that because I played fucking Bolt Gun, and you have a servo skull following you around.
All right, this is older.
Yeah, this is.
This looks like Time Crisis type.
Come on, no.
This is like a PS2, I would say, era.
Yeah, Time Crisis is PS1 era. Time Crisis.
There was no Time Crisis on PS2. Okay.
I think Time Crisis 3 was on PS2.
Okay.
I don't know. I was gonna say like.
Oh, could it be Bully?
Maybe because this could be a zoomed in portion.
Yeah. Yeah,
I almost think it looks like that part of Beyond Two Souls where Ellen Page, or I guess Elliot Page now.
Wow, you think this is Beyond Two Souls?
Goes to that party, and then has the ghost thing. It's in an area that looks like this, isn't it?
I think it's at a house.
Oh, whatever.
No.
Okay.
Oh, it's old.
Oh, it is old. That looks like a fucking old PC game iconography right there.
Yeah, this is definitely like a PC point-and-click game.
Yeah.
That's my guess. But I have no idea what this is so
I wonder if it's the Mystery of the Druids. We're going to get that one day, and I'm going to be the only one here who recognizes it. It's not the Mystery of the Druids.
It's not even in there.
That game doesn't look like it's good.
Yeah. I don't know what this is. Nothing. I got nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Opponent.
Oh, shit. There was a fucking point and click adventure game that was like set on a train or something that had like limited, it was like almost like cinematic melee combat where you had to do like a certain mouse gesture to do like an uppercut or a straight punch or something like that.
No idea.
What the fuck was that called?
Well, let's continue and see if anything jogs your memory or if it cancels it out. Point and click adventure.
Boat. There's a try Starship Titanic. Maybe Titanic Adventure at a Time.
Wow.
Because
That's crazy.
It's got the lifesaver and the RMS on it.
Oh, it had the real time.
God.
Wow. I've never even heard of this game. That's crazy.
Wow, look at that.
That's a deep dive. Wow. I can't believe you got that. How did you know that one?
Because it was on the suggestions when you typed in Starship Titanic.
Okay. Oh.
That was purely a guess based on what was in the screenshot and nothing else.
Is this Don't Starve?
Maybe. It looks Don't Starve-ish. Not very colorful, though.
Whoa! Look at that score.
Oh, it looks like the fucking Take On Me video.
Yeah,
where she goes into the comic book.
But 90%? That's
90%.
Huge.
Wow, yeah.
I have no clue what this is. At 90%.
It looks like a shackle on a stone wall.
Yeah,
but
no clue.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I'm trying to picture black and white games, too.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
Yeah, PC exclusive. Could
be
anything.
Yeah. I have no idea.
Oh, it's a visual novel. I'm never going to get this.
Oh, yeah, then I don't know.
I would know it by now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea.
Slay the Princess.
Oh, Slay the Princess. I've heard of that, but I thought that was like an action game. Okay.
Apparently, it's a visual novel.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought it was an action game. Weird. Sekiro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like or Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah,
maybe it is Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah, try it.
That score makes sense.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that's got to be the lowest rated mainline Assassin's Creed game.
I mean, 79 is still not terrible, but
yeah. But it's not great for Assassin's Creed. It's normally in the high 80s. What the fudge? Oh, is this Thomas is Alone?
Yeah, maybe. If you get that.
No, okay. Oh, it's old.
Pokemon.
It's old. Yeah,
it looks like Pokemon.
Pokemon Red and Blue?
Yeah.
Nice. What is that from Pokemon?
I don't know. It's zoomed in, so it's probably
it's the fucking grass
on the trail. Of course it's grass. Of course it's fucking grass. It's always grass at first.
Good fucking lord.
Even when we get a Game Boy game, they show us a close up of grass.
Yep.
But then again, there's a lot of games with rain and searchlights at night. So it could still be anything. Could this be a Splinter Cell game?
I'm trying to tell how old it is. It doesn't look that old. The only thing that gives me some weird vibes is this. This cliff face looks old.
The foliage and stuff.
Yeah.
But like that stuff is inconsistent even today.
Yeah, I mean it could be Splinter Cell. I don't even know. I don't think it looks that
it
good.
Could be a game in the series. Just try any of them. Okay.
91.
Okay. This is a brick wall of some sort.
This is not helpful.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I need something more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoa! Whoa! Mind blown.
It looks really good for that vintage.
What? PS3 360 PC. Okay, this is my era. I should be able to
Could
get
it be
this.
Dishonored?
No, not with. I mean, we can try it because
Sure.
I don't have anything better, but I don't think so with those hallways. What? We need better screenshots. No, that didn't come out till PS4. I think. Origami. Is that PS3? And I don't know if I would call that an action adventure. It's more of a stealth game, but we don't have anything better.
That's Batman Arkham Asylum.
Wow. It took them this long to get to Arkham Asylum. Wow, that's kind of surprising. I don't know what that's from. Wow, that was really zoomed in. I don't remember seeing that in the game. That's crazy. Okay. Great game, though. What is that? Is this a basketball court?
Basketball or maybe like a bowling alley. It's got that sheen.
Wii Sports?
Maybe. You might as well try.
That'd be fucking hilarious. No. Whoa, we went in the opposite direction.
Yeah, now we're in hell, I guess.
It's not rated? What does that mean? Because it doesn't say too old.
Yeah.
To be rated. Oh, it means it's not out yet. I bet.
No.
It could be like an indie retro game that's not out yet. But not rated? That seems... Or it can't...
They wouldn't put something that's not out yet, because how is anybody supposed to recognize that?
Canceled game, maybe?
No.
It's not rated. It's not rated.
No.
Metacritic rates everything.
No, there's no way they'd put a fucking canceled game, because, again, nobody would be able to recognize it.
Anymore. Because, like, not rated. Just, what's the catch?
Yeah, I don't know.
PlayStation.
Okay.
This is totally not helping. We have a basketball court. Hellscape. And then a fucking disco.
Yeah.
No idea what this is.
Also, those textures are too smooth. This is captured from an emulator.
No, it's possible.
This is captured from an emulator where they've enabled texture smoothing.
Or it's a remaster.
Go to the next one.
Siphon Filter?
I mean, maybe.
I haven't played very many games on PS1, so it's one of them.
Oh, God. Okay. Woo! I never played any of them.
No, me either. They haven't aged well from what I understand either.
Yeah.
So.
It also kind of looks like the Duke Nukem third-person shooter that was on the... Actually, there were two of them. And neither of them are particularly great. Oh, fuck. That looks super familiar. Is that Diddy Kong Racing? It's got the colors.
Too old? But yet it looks like that? What?
Yeah, this looks like an N64 game. Maybe a Dreamcast game.
I don't recognize it, though.
Yeah, I don't recognize it from this. Oh, it's Spyro.
Oh, yeah.
There's the dragonfly right there.
That's not rated on Metacritic? That's surprising.
What? That's weird. Man, yeah, those models were not really rigged for... Spyro's model's not rigged for that kind of pose.
No. Look at that one.
Yeah, also, these are definitely being... Like, obviously they're being captured on an emulator for high resolution, but they're fucking... They've got the texture filtering turned on. Yeah. So it's thrown off.
You sure it might not be like PS1 classics on the PlayStation? Like their emulator?
I mean, maybe, but wouldn't those have the texture filtering off? Because the PS1 didn't support it? I mean, I would think for authenticity's sake. I mean, there's no guarantee.
I haven't played a PS1 classic in a long time, so I don't know if they've up-res them or anything like that.
Yeah, last time I played one was on the PS3, and they definitely didn't smooth out the textures.
A 93? What is with the 90s? What's going on? Oh, is this Okami?
Maybe. I never got far enough of Okami to see this. Oh, there you go.
This is when you paint the constellations.
Yeah, I didn't know you did that in that game.
Get that. Man, you gotta play that game. You gotta play a lot of games.
Yeah.
Well, this looks like an N64 game.
Yeah, Bomberman 64?
That's what I was going for, Bomberman 64.
Looks kind of Bomberman Twist. Or maybe Bomberman Hero.
Nice. Yep. Good old Hudson. So, whoa.
I like those Bomberman games.
Bomber. But Spoilers for a future top 50 list. Whoa. Little Big Planet?
Yeah, I was going to say Little Big Planet.
It's got to be the newest one because that looks pretty good. No?
Okay.
2? It's gotta
Let's
be 2.
just go through
them. That can't be the first one. Is it really? Wow.
Looks like it.
Wow. That's crazy. That art style really carries.
Yeah, I guess it holds up pretty well. Too bad the gameplay didn't.
Yeah, too bad you couldn't jump.
Yeah, the jumping is so floaty in those games.
Oh, that's putting it mildly.
Yeah.
Finally have grass.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's very brown.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look like anything that I could...
It looks like Horizon Stealth Grass. It's red.
It does. I was going to say Red Dead Redemption 1, but I don't think so.
Worth trying.
83.
Yeah.
Oh, look, some grapes.
Oh, wait a second. Humor me. Try Final Fantasy 14. Just humor me.
Oh. Yeah, it could be. Yep. That's from one of the the starting areas where you collect the plants.
Here, I'll tell you why I knew that. There was a presentation that was given, and obviously whoever selected these screenshots had the same idea. There was a presentation that they gave, basically a postmortem about why the first version of the game had problems. Because you know how they basically rebooted that game and remade it from the ground up. And one of the things is that they put way too much focus on the detail, and that's part of the reason why it ran poorly. And they were like, look, here's the grapes. They don't need to look super realistic. People are just going to run by them and whatever. So they can look like this and it'll be fine. And it always stuck out to me that they highlighted the bunches of grapes. So when I saw those, I was just like, Final Fantasy 14? Maybe.
That's funny.
And it turned out that it served me well.
Oh, it's not on PC and PS3 only. It's because it's an older...
The original version, yeah, was.
Oh, original platform. Right, yeah.
They haven't updated the PS3 version for a while. They actually said that at a certain point they said we're no longer going to support it because of what they wanted to do with the expansions, it was just going to be too demanding for the PS.
Absolutely, you got to leave the gens behind.
Mm-hmm.
But when we get PS6, we're still going to have PS4 games. Makes no sense. So stupid. All right. Well, good job. You killed it today. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Press Pause Gaming Podcast, episode 64. If you want to reach me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
And I am at Ninjas on BlueSky.
If you want to email us, you can do so at co.op.podcasts@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server, where you can find a bunch of us talking about video games, talking about wrestling, talking about world events, all kinds of good stuff. It's lots of fun. Come join us.
People can't see the jazz hands I'm doing, but I'm doing them. There you go.
The jazz hands.
All right, Maywatch.
Until next time.
It's not a triple F, Smith. It's a strip club.
I don't think I'm going to have time to play Death Stranding 2. I just realized.
Hello, that's some bitch up next.
Okay, Jar Jar.
I gotta stop, or I'm gonna be doing Meatwad all night. Oh God, let's not.
Shit.